I don't know why I'm on a rave racer kick. This is nice. It's so good. Good evening. Sorry I didn't stream yesterday. I was sick. Bad. Real bad. Coney, do this. I don't like doing that. I feel like somebody's gonna come in and be like, he's stimming. What's going on with Coney? I just think it's cute. It's just, I love that. Hi everybody, welcome to the stream. Hey, what's up, claimers? What's good, yo? Howdy. All right, a little bit more this way. Because the chat will be like, why can't I see my messages? I only, look at me, look at me. Wait, does the cat work? Yes, it does. Okay, we're good. Hi, everybody. I love claiming my free sub, and I love it when you do it, too. All right, I'm live a little early because I have some business to attend to. We got to do something as a stream together. So, as many of you might know, my last day at Panda was on December 31st, and I've been cooking up some new panels and stuff below the stream, but they haven't come in yet. So I still have these, and I feel like I get annoyed when people are like, Coney, why do you still have these? Why do you still have those? And I deleted all the Panda ones that I pan on, but I still get annoyed. So we are going to go ahead and have a little project. Gonna have a little fun. I'm not gonna spend any time on this. This is stupid. I think it's like 320 by 200. Is that it? Is that how big the panels are? Really? That's it? This is 320 by 114. Really? That... Huh? Okay, that makes more sense. I didn't know they were that small. Tiny ass image. Yeah, that seems small. Alright. Isn't that weird? When's the next salty bet? You'll see. It's tonight, okay? It's tonight. I don't like saying the exact... I really hate saying what's on the thing tonight, because people will be like, oh, I don't like salty bet, I'm gonna go. Tonight, we're doing salty bet, okay? I hate saying it, because if people know what's coming, they'll decide whether or not they want to watch. So if my viewership is low tonight, it's your fucking fault, okay? I don't like salty bet. I'm gonna go. See? That's what I mean! I didn't know you did this. I watch salty bet all the time. Yeah. It's not first. We have 2 segments tonight. Oh, son of a bitch. And, it's already being spoiled. Okay. Alright, we need things. I have some cooking. I've commissioned someone, but they're not done yet. I can do better than that. Thank you, Shattuck. Probably a better way to do this. I don't have... Okay. So that's 1. What? Oh. I forgot. Oh my god. I forgot I was... Okay, so... For the... Oh, my God. This is on my desktop. So, for the Panda Cup stops... Keith, if Keith is in here, he'll recognize these. For the Panda Cup stops, when we were working on it, I was like, all right, I have an idea of what this should look like. And I drew it in the company thing. And I'm very bad at drawing. So I was like, all right, here we go. Keith, let's do it this way. And I did it like I did it in the call like this. I was like, it should look like this. Like a subway thing. And we actually did turn it into this kind of thing. It worked. I can't believe this is here. That's crazy. Oh, now I'm sad. What could have been? I don't know why I made love to draw. I don't know why I made a sun with sunglasses. This dude is talented. No, I have ideas in my head and I need to spit them out because if I explain it, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? I gotta get them out there. By the way, I have a bounty for Renfield, which is a movie starring Nicolas Cage as Dracula, I think. I'll watch it on Sunday. I think we're going to watch big movies on Sunday, so I'll do it when I have more viewers. All right, let's do money. Wait, this reset the size? Yeah, it's 320 by 200. I think that's fine. That's what I wanted. What else is there? It was that and then subscribe, right? And then Twitter, I think. Twitter and sub. What the fuck is Twitter? These will be updated eventually. It's harder to make poop than you might think. It looks like a pumpkin. It's like, I'm looking at a... Yeah. I think this is good. This is good. I just need, like, a sweep. Yeah. Yeah. I think that gets it across. Too red. Woo! I don't know. Had a beet salad. It's a tank. It's not a tank. Just had some curry, yeah. And then... Oh, gotta bring back this classic. The classic Coney sun with the sunglasses. Oh, yeah. They love that one. Oh, baby. Uh-huh. And most people would stop here, right? Most people would just do, like, the smile, and that would be the end of it. But I go above and beyond. We do the smile, and then we actually open the mouth, and we got teeth. And there it is. Got it. Got it. I think we're good. Let me update it now. I have some more being cooked up right now, but they're not done yet. What's Coney doing right now? So I said it at the beginning. Basically, below my stream, I have these panda things, And people get really annoying and weird. They're like, why do you sell panda stuff? Why do you... And I don't like reading it. It gets annoying. So I'm going to just get rid of them and update with the new stuff. Hold on. I have some other ones being cooked right now, but they're not done yet. Click the money button to give money. Click the Twitter button to get Twitter. I should have a YouTube button. Why don't I have a YouTube button? And click the subscribe button to get subscribe. And there it is. It's just that easy. Oh, I didn't save it. What is this gonna look like? This is so stupid because this is what every, like, 2-viewer streamer does. But they don't put any effort in. And that's just me right now. That's... Oh, my God. This is embarrassing. This is humiliating. This is my job. Oh, my God. All right. Wait till I get my sponsorship. Dude, I have 2 sponsor deals. I have Ren and EveryPlate as sponsors for this month. They're going to be over here. It's going to be like, Ren sponsors the Coney stream. EveryPlate sponsors the Coney stream. All right, go below the stream and click those buttons. There you go, everybody. So stupid. The fact that sub's a tiny bit bigger than the rest. Hey, I get it. I don't like it either, but hey, we're too far along now, right? Whoopsie daisy. Here we are. I was gonna send out a tweet. I'm workshopping a joke right now, okay? Because this is a real joke. This is real. So I got a bidet a long time ago, like 6 months ago or something. But for some reason, it takes like 3 minutes to warm up. And who has the time, right? It takes a long time for the warm water to come. So I've just kind of gotten used to freezing cold temperatures, but only from the waist down. So there's some kind of joke here where, like, you know, because, like, the really strong, masculine, hyper-masculine types of guys will be like, cold showers are really good for you. So, like, I'm Joe Rogan from the waist down. You know what I mean? Bear Grylls, maybe? I'm workshopping this joke. You're going to see it on your timeline tomorrow. There's a joke there. Somewhere. Cold water makes it feel better. Depends on where you ate. Depends where you're going. I'm usually not... I'm not a spicy food kind of guy, so warm water is A-okay with me. That's the joke. You're almost there. Yeah, I just have to... You have to condense it down, right? Because it needs a couple things. You know how cold showers are supposed to be good? Well, my bidet won't heat up. So I'm fucking... Boom. That's the punch. There's something there. Yeah, I got one with temperature settings, but it doesn't work. I have to turn on the sink hot water to warm it up, and then it's too hot. Then I'm scalded. It's boiling. It's bad. Did Ludwig give you one? No. No. I just got one from Amazon, dude. They're not fancy. I got like a $30 bidet from Amazon with heat. It's not that hard. Scalding is definitely worse. Not if it warms up. If it goes quickly, if it's starting to warm up and it's starting to get too hot, I like finish my business quickly. I'm like, oh, geez, okay. It just sprays. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm good. If it gets too hot, then I gotta, you know, we gotta bail out. But yeah, I'm not trying to get Ronnied. The technology is primitive, so they're not expensive. Yeah, they're not bad. I don't know why more people don't have them. I don't mean to, like, Ludwig post here or anything, sincerely. But bidets are, like, I don't understand how they're not more common. They're not expensive. They're easy to implement. It took me maybe 30 minutes to put mine on. It sounds disgusting. It's so much cleaner than the alternative, though. I promise you that. Guys, what's happening here? Dude, what the fuck? Look at my following. Hold on, where is it? I just got botted out of nowhere. Okay, that's a good reply. I like that a lot. Dude, look at this. Hold on. I'm trying to find... Here they are. What the fuck is this? That guy I think is real. I think that person is real. The rat? Well, maybe not. They have 0 followers. I don't fucking know. Look at this. It's like I got discovered by an entire, like, Slovakian village. Coney is pretty funny. I think I will follow. Come on, everyone. The village doctor comes in, too. Come on, Timmy, Annette, Stephen, Jerome, Brian, May. What's DVM? I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a Slovakian accent. No, I'm doing Oscar from Hey Arnold. DVM is a vet? Wait, really? Oh, that's funny. That's really good. That's a top 3 accent for you for sure, Coney. That's the only one I could do. I can only do European accents. Because other ones will get me in trouble. I can't. I could do the Robotnik one, I guess, yeah. That's not really an accent, though. It's more of an affectation, you know? But my French is magnifique! I forgot what I was drinking, and I was like, wow, this tastes like water. I am loopy. I want you guys to know that. Do a Mexican accent? You have our permission. No, I don't think I do. And I might have your permission. But did we ask the rest of the internet? Did we ask everybody online? Including all these new people that just followed me? That would feel so fucked up. All these people have 0 followers. And they all just started following me. And the first thing I do is pop a Mexican accent? No way. Si está bien. Mucho gusto. What is the word for thanks? I almost said arigato. Oh my god. My brain is fried. Gracias. Yeah, that's the one. Oh my god. My brain's on fire. I'm an Indian. Do an Indian accent. No. No. No way. Somebody got fired off The Simpsons for that. No way. Okay. Coney, what is your favorite race? The human race. That shit looked like Tiberium Sun. Tiberium Wars? I know it's Command and Conquer. Wait, looks like more shoe. Have to sell me some rope and bombs. Is it Red Alert? No, stupid. I don't think it's Red Alert 2. I think it's just Command and Conquer. Okay, it is Red Alert 2. Red Alert 2 is my favorite. Is that the one with Tim Curry? I don't think Tim Curry's in this one. I already saw that one. Dude, when I played Red Alert 2, I always played as Korea. Korea had the stealth bombers. Oh, baby. That was my shit. He's in 3? There's Red Alert 3? I didn't know that. Huh. That's crazy. I knew there was Tiberium Sun or Tiberium Wars or whatever, but... Okie dokie! Who's ready? tonight is especially stupid. Which I like. I like that a lot. That dancing cat is very cute. I love him. I gotta do the... Blah, 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 blah. I gotta do this thing. One sec. I gotta take the image of the tweet. Hold on. 1 second. Oh, baby, that's good. That's so good. Okay. Oh, I didn't test out. I think Twitch polls are good now. I think Twitch polls are alright now. I'm not sure. Oh, what? How did that happen? All right, I'm tweeting it, but somehow the thing got somehow my cursor got all messed up in it. Okay. All right, we're going to play a fun game tonight. A fun game that everybody loves to play and nobody has any issues with. Nobody has ever had any contention with this game that we're about to play, okay? It's going to be a good time. What was the normal rate we did? Was it 10 or 20? 5? 10? I'll do 20. I'll pop a 20. Oh my god. Guys, don't do this. Hold on. Don't do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm so annoyed at Manscaped. I'm mad at them. They gave me money and it was great, and they gave me a package thing. But I sent my draft back to them 3 times. They're like, hey, can you talk about your balls? I was like, that seems a little crass. Can't I say it's a body hair trimmer? No, our brand is balls. Talk about the balls, Coney. Talk about the balls. I don't want to. That's crass. For what? You told me to be creative. I'm mad at them. Just call them Pokeballs. That's so much worse. I hate that. I'm mad at you for saying that. Hold on. I'm not letting you get away with that. Hold on. I'm not letting you get away with that, Jazzy. You almost did. I almost let that slide. I'm not letting you get away with saying that in my chat. I have to put you down. You thought you could say such a thing in my chat room? Perhaps you need a quick timeout to reconsider what is appropriate. No more speaking of balls in this chat. May this be a lesson to you all. I didn't like the Pokeball. I'm mad at you. I don't know why that made me so mad. I don't know why that made me so mad. Get rid of one guy. Okay. Oakley dokley. Sorry, everybody. Can you believe how intricate shitty genieing is? I gotta like set stuff up. It's crazy. That decay, I know. Oh my god. Oh, dude. It was 3,800 yesterday. I actually started up OBS and I was this close to streaming. I was like, I can't. I'm sleepy. And then it's only gonna get worse. Drop those primes for the love of God. Help a brother out. Please. Wrong. I hit the wrong YouTube thing. Nobody's getting banned. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're all safe. What's this? Ooh, let's set the scene. Set the mood. Bit of a desert thing going on. Ah. I'm gonna let my editor go crazy with this one. Okay. Ugh. I hate coughing so much. I need an empty... Okay, no, never mind. I guess I don't need one. Sorry, I know I'm just talking to myself. You guys have no idea what I'm considering or talking about. I know, I'm sorry. Alright, let's do it. Here we go, here we go. Wait. I have to click on an Ella Fox link. Coney, have you seen this?
Story.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Are based. Was this story based? Yes. Was this story based? Yes, it was.
If you thought this story was based, you're right.
This tale of a mysterious force protecting a pharmacy is based. Is this story based? Did you think this one was based? If you thought this one was based, you're right.
Was this story based? Not this time.
This story of a gun that wouldn't fire at innocent people was actually based. Was this story of vengeance in the forest based? Not this time.
Is this story based? Yes. Although this story has been updated for our show, it's based.
The two stories tonight were based.
That's pretty good. That's funny. That's good. When Cyber React Wars is over, you could have got a pretty penny for that one. That's tough. Oh my god, dude. Oh! I hate sick posting, dude. I feel so gross. I feel so bad. Like, I don't want to cough into the mic or have you guys, you know what I mean? It's tough. Alright, let's move. You still have that cough. I have the fucking flu, brother! I have the flu! I'm coming at the end of it, though. I do feel better. I'm totally good. Takes a week to get the phlegm out. That's disgusting. I hate it. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Alright, here we go. Fellas, hello, weary YouTube traveler. I see that you have been searching for the finest video on this platform. Endlessly trudging through mountains and deserts of content. Do not worry. Here, sip from this empty monster can that lay before you. There is nothing nefarious or sinister within. Please take a sip and maybe have a little rub on the can while you're at it. Shall we? Suddenly, a genie emerges from the can. Fool, you have awoken me from 1,000 years of slumber, and I am here to offer you 10 wishes. That's right, I am a special monstrous genie with 10 very special prompts. And I have a game here for you to play if you are so bold and daring. Okay. We're gonna play a game called Shitty Genie. A genie has just emerged from a desert can of monster out in the vast wastes, okay? And here's the thing. The Shitty Genie has 10 prompts for you. And you can either choose to take his prompt. I should put this another way. The Shitty Genie has 10 wishes that he can fulfill, okay? For instance, nothing bad will ever happen to you. And you could take that, and nothing bad will ever happen to you again. However, there is always a drawback. There is always a downside. But you can't see it. Oh, that genie is so shitty. He's always up to something. Look at this mystical wall of fog. Ooh, he is projecting it upon you. You cannot see through it. All you could do is decide whether or not you will take the deal. And then all will be revealed. Here's how you play Shitty Genie. I'm going to give you 10 prompts, and you have to decide whether or not you want to take the prompts. Once you decide, I'm going to lift the veil, and then we're going to decide if it's a W or an L. If you get 3 L's, you die. The Shitty Genie will kill you on the spot. He could do it at any time. He just feels like he likes to toy with his prey. It's been a long time since he's gotten to play, okay? However, if you defeat the Shitty Genie, I'll give you 10 gifties. What do you guys want to do? 10? 100? I'm not doing 100. 20? I'll do a 20. 25. Whatever. You guys were generous recently. 25 gifties. If you can defeat the genie. Now, there are 10 prompts here, okay? And you can't get 3 L's. All right? Don't try to price master me on this. I see you guys try to price master me. No, the genie decides. The genie wills it. All right. 25 subs if you can defeat all of the genie's prompts. Now, actually, I wanted to try something. Twitch has a built-in poll. And I kind of want to see if that works. Because I think that's better. 1 second. Do I go this way? Probably. Yeah, because I usually just use Polma P or whatever it is. Actually, no. Polma P is better because then people say 1 or 2. Which I think is different from Twitch one, which you have to, like, go ahead and click it, you know? I'll do Polma P. I think it's Polma P. Is it Polma P or Polmape? I don't know what it is. Whatever. Okay. Okay. This is just to show you how it works. And so I can put it in the right place on the stream. Okay. You can vote if you want. Alright? It's gonna go over here. Up here. Up here. Alright? Now, the genie will make you an offer, and you decide whether or not you want to take the offer. And if you lose, it's an L. If you win, it's a W. Okay? And there are 10 of these, and if you get 3 L's, you lose and you die. Okay? Now, here's the unpleasant bit, because this always happens both on YouTube and on Twitch, and we need to come to a consensus. I ultimately, as the genie, decide whether something is a W or an L, okay? I need you to trust me that I will be making the most objective, rational decision based on all the circumstances, okay? Because there's always going to be somebody that's like, oh my god, I got free candy for a day, but you took both of my arms and my legs and all my teeth and you tore out my tongue so I can't taste it. But I still got Mounds Bar, W. Like, you guys are going to be really annoying about it and say you're going to win no matter what. I determine what is a W or an L, okay? Can we agree on this? Oh, it seems that we can. Okay, I'm shaking chat's hand. If you're on YouTube, you have no part of this. Sorry, your fate has been sealed. You are now engaged with the Shitty Genie, and this is legally binding. Okay, the Shitty Genie laughs at you. You are fools but to challenge me. However, you will make for fun playthings. The shitty genie is messing up his words a lot today. The shitty genie slept today until 4 p.m. The shitty genie is still afflicted by the viruses of man. This poor genie. The shitty genie was up until... Dude, the shitty genie was up till 6, man. Shitty genie can't get over it. I don't know what this is. Shitty genie's been taking Theraflu and Dayquil. None of that shit works. Robitussin? L? Alright, the genie gets 1 L. The genie gets 1 L. Yeah, okay, yeah. I thought you guys would be, like, you know, sympathetic to the genie. Poor guy. He's not doing so hot. He came out of a can of Monster instead of, like, a golden lamp. Can't you be a little sympathetic? The guy's not doing great. He's been mean to us. Well, you better be nice to him or he's going to be mean to you more. Okay. The first round of every shitty genie game, just a test round, okay? Nothing bad will ever happen to you. Well, well, well. Wouldn't that be nice? There is a drawback. There is a downside, but what could it possibly be? Interesting. Now, remember, I will show you what the drawback is, whether you decide to take the deal or not. This really negates any downside, does it? Do you really believe so? Then you should vote 1, dear chatter. You have no reason not to vote 1. Literally nothing bad can happen? Well, there are some limitations that might come into play. Who knows what could be behind the genie's impenetrable fog? Look, you can't even see my cursor when it goes back there. Over here. Down here. I don't know why that's fun to me. I think it's fun because I get to see if I can track it. Alright. It seems like you have made your choice. 2/3 of you have opted to take the genie's offer. Nothing bad will ever happen to you. Was this a good choice? The fog begins to lift, and it seems nothing good will happen either. Nothing happens to you. Nothing will ever happen to you, ever. Nothing will ever happen again in your life. W, I guess. You didn't lose. It's not an L. That's bad? Well, you know, it depends on your perspective. Some people have different expectations out of life, right? Some people are just kind of ambivalent. I think it's neutral. Things are fine. You just live as an NPC. It's fine. Listen, this was just the baseline, okay? This is the tutorial. You won. It's a W. Okay, but can I die? Well, I think you would not die until you wanted to die. Because nothing bad will ever happen to you. But as soon as you, like, became that vampire thing of, like, oh, everybody I love is dead, and I want to die now, then it would be bad for you to live forever, and then you would die. You get what I'm saying? Dying is bad. Not if you want to die, right? I've spent my time in jail and have become a reformed chatter. God bless. Thank you, Jazzy. If you are a vampire who has lived for thousands and thousands of years, right? Then the good thing would be to die. Because you've seen everybody else. You get it. Shut up. Don't stun lock me on the first one. The genie does not appreciate your waffling on this issue. You won anyway. You already won, okay? You got a W. Okay. 9 more prompts, and now we actually play the game. Good luck. You are Batman! What? You get to be Batman? The Caped Crusade. What all the nose? You don't want to be Batman? Come on, guys. Think about how cool Batman is, guys. What? Okay, I think people literally, they saw through the fog. There are so many people in chat that immediately saw through the fog. I've never seen them do that. They had very special goggles. Very special genie penetrating goggles. Ooh. Chat is very wise. I suppose you must have defeated a different genie on the way here. And you wished for genie defeating goggles. Congratulations. You won that one. You won that one. I'm not even going to waste your time, okay? Not like you wasted mine. The genie's going to let you pass, okay? It was a W. There you go. Kind of a W depending on the parents. Don't sad post in my chat. This is Batman's parents. They were nice in some iterations. I think in some of them they weren't, right? I think in some of them they were like bad people. Like in that Telltale game or something. No, they were rich. Oh, we're doing this then. Okay. It says you're Batman in this scenario, dummy. Yes, you're as Batman, not your actual parents. This is dumb. Okay. Fine, you won that one. Next up. You get free cheese for the rest of your life. Ooh, delicious cheese. You can sell it. You can sell it if you want. Well, I guess not. It doesn't say you make the cheese. Never mind. You cannot sell the cheese. Actually, the genie has decided you may change your vote if you wish. You cannot sell the cheese because you get free cheese, which somebody else makes. You don't make the cheese. I'm going to sell the cheese. Don't. The second you sell the cheese, the genie will come back and slay you with extreme prejudice. You'll die. I'll kill you. What brand is the cheese? All brands can be yours. Cheeses of all types. What if you gave away free cheese but charged for napkins? What the fuck is this? Why do I have business people in my chat? I got Kevin O'Leary in my chat. Asking for royalties. No, there's no way to game this. You'll die, okay? Alright, it seems like most people don't want the cheese. Cheese is very yummy. Now, what do you guys think is gonna happen here? Do you think you're gonna... I wonder... What do you think is gonna happen? Be honest. What do you think is behind the fog? Lactose intolerant? I become a mouse. That's where I was going. I think you might be a mouse. You turn into a rodent. But that's silly, right? Lactose intolerant. Oh no, it's something much more nefarious. For you see, the genie's fog lifts. You can also talk to cheese, and every time you want to eat the cheese will beg you not to eat the cheese. W, you won! Good job! You won! Wait, that's cool. L. What do you mean? What? That's it. For the good of all cheese kind. Where did it go? No. You're not getting away. You're not getting away that easily. Who said that? I will defend the cheese. Oh, no. I speak for the cheese has no tongues. We appreciate cheese in this chat. I can't believe you said that. That's cool? You want to eat the cheese that's telling you not to eat it? That's psychopath behavior. Did you just perma them? I don't know, maybe. I wasn't looking where I was aiming. I shot from the hip. Plow. Whatever. Okay. You got this one. This is a W. This is a W. You don't want your cheese talking to you. I think you did this one. This is nice. Proud of you. Next up. I think you guys are 3 in now. Let me look. Yeah, there's 7 more. And you guys don't have any L's. You're doing pretty good. But wait till you see this one. This one's rather existential. You return to the womb to be reborn again with all your current knowledge and the ability to speak. You get to come out of the womb and be very funny with the doctor. Hey, I wouldn't go in there if I were you. Doctor will have a chuckle. Have a very good time. Funny talking baby. Well then, I think I would suggest you hit the 1. If you think a funny talking baby is the right choice. You get to come out of the womb having a chuckle, being... Well, I guess you can't... It says the ability to speak, but babies don't really have the vocal cords. Oh, no, it says you could talk. You have formed vocal cords. And you'll get all your current knowledge. Damn, look at all the no's. That's so many no's. Really? All right, 55% of you would not wish to be reborn. Are you sure? I'm not turning into Stewie. All right, you got it. What if you're reborn somewhere they don't speak English? Oh, well. This would just suck even without the next part. You think so? Being reborn with all your current knowledge? Are you... That's... Okay. All right. All right, 55% of chat will not take the genie's deal. 45% of you are furious. You're stomping over sand in the desert. You're furious. Kicking it up. I can't believe you wouldn't hit the button. Why wouldn't you take the genie's deal? Look at all all the knowledge of the world could be mine. I get to keep resetting my life. And all the people who said, no, do not take the deal, all of you say, wait, hold. We'll see what happens when the fog lifts. And so, the fog begins to lift, and you find... Once you reach 60 years of age, you will be reborn to different parents in the current year, and this continues for all eternity. Guys, I'm going to keep it $100. That's an L. You got an L. You lost. You lost. You lost on that. That's actually an L. Once you hit 60, that's too old. For infinite knowledge, if you turned like 30 or 40, it would be a W. But 60 is old, dude. Once you hit 60, your life's done anyway. You're supposed to retire and move to Florida. Coney, I want to see my children grow. You can! You can! Even if you have a kid at 30, which is kind of late in the grand scheme, like, over the course of history, having a kid at 30 is kind of like, you get to see them become 30 and maybe have a kid of their own. Does that mean if you die before 60, you die forever? Yes. I guess so. I guess so. That's true. Yeah. I guess that would happen. So that's a W. No, you got an L. You got an L on this one. And this is why we shook hands, everybody. This is why we shook hands. Because I knew that you would say this was a W no matter what. Listen, I didn't even want to live to 30, and now I'm miserable. Once I hit 60, I would wish I could go back to the womb. Put me back in there. I don't care where I come out. I'll come out anywhere on the planet. Just put me somewhere else. No. We get it. It's content. You got to do this. We watch the podcast. No. This is literally an L. Reincarnation is a W. Exactly. Being reincarnated with all of the same knowledge that you had when you died. I don't understand Coney here. This is literally Groundhog Day. It's literally not Groundhog Day. It's Groundhog Life. It's Groundhog Lifetime. It's not Groundhog 60 years. What? Why would you want to be a baby for eternity? No, you're not a baby for eternity. You die when you hit 60 and you're born somewhere else. Do we miss our past family? That's up to you. You don't turn 60 your whole life. You're not Stewie forever. Coney is right. Y'all are babies. That's what I'm saying. That's my guy right there. That's my guy right there. Once you turn 60, your contribution to the planet is over. Go get reborn. Start again. Chat, you got an L. I can't believe all the non-subs are saying it's an L. That's crazy. Finally, some sense out of you guys. Being an infinite age, but having to go through... Hold on. Being infinite age, but having to go through infancy into adulthood every 60 years sounds fucking awful. No, because you get to live through infancy and, like, childhood with all the knowledge that you have. You could play Carnegie Hall at 5 years old on the violin. If you devoted your life to the violin, you have infinite lifetimes. What the fuck are you doing? It'd get boring. Eventually, you have infinite lifetimes. You guys are so dumb. You have infinite new games. You get new game plus, 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 plus. And by the time your body starts failing, you get to restart. Accept the L, Genie. Accept the L, chat. Genie wins on this one. That's your first L. There can be no more debate. Yeah, you lost. I knew you were going to argue with this one. You're going to always argue. You got an L on that. If you didn't keep your knowledge, I would say that you won. But you keep all your knowledge. You're wrong. No way. Okay. That's fine. One L is not a big deal, okay? It's a fat L. But I hope it doesn't scar you for your future choices, okay? You still have a couple more. Good luck. You get to see Tupac perform. Oh, not this again.
Coney, you have to be surrounded by children as a child who are dumber than
No, you don't.
That's insanity.
No, you
then
don't.
when you get discovered as being super smart, you get sent to the government.
No.
This is a...
The government? You think the government is going to separate a child from its family just because it's smart? The fuck are you talking about? No. 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 A smart... You think they're going to kidnap a smart baby? Are you I hate you guys. I hate you guys so much. You're not E.T. You're just a smart kid. You're not You're not an alien. What the fuck? You're not E.T. This is so stupid.
Chat, I think we should just leave. I'm starting to think this Genie isn't on the up and up.
This is pissing me off. Whatever, you get to see Tupac perform. What could the downside be? One of the greatest artists of a generation, taken too soon, in the prime of his life, due to senseless violence. Wouldn't you like to go back and see Tupac perform? Hold on. I mean, hold on. 90% of your chat don't know Tupac. Well, wouldn't this be a great opportunity to get familiar with his music, his cultural impact? All right, most people are saying no. A lot of people don't want to see Tupac, which is crazy because he was a cultural revolutionary, right? One of the greatest poets of our lifetime. A lot of no's here. Now, what do you think is behind that? What do you think? YouTube exists? That's so sad. That's actually that's a Zoomer generation thing. You're gonna go, it's live music. Okay. What do you think is there? Afterlife? He dies again? You die alongside him or kill him? Biggie shoots you? You probably watch him die. No, not quite. Not quite. For you see... Hold on, I need a better hide transition for this. Well, oh, dude, I can make the fog slowly fade away. Hold on. For you see, it's nothing like that, but actually, you get to see Tupac perform. But okay, that's a little bit too long. He's covering Lil. Hold on, imagine this one. Imagine Tupac on this track, bro.
You can't say him, can't wear that.
The Fireman song. Yo, he was like top 5 all time for like 5 years. You need the Lil Wayne voice to make it an L. Is that a different guy? No, stupid. That's not a I thought maybe you guys knew something I didn't. I didn't think you guys were just being like LOL, you know, typo. I thought there was actually a rapper with Lil Wayne without the Y. I was actually... Is this an L or a W? I don't know. I'm going to let you decide, honestly. I don't really care. I'm ambivalent. I don't care one way or the other. I'm going to let you guys let it go. You think it's a W? Of course you're going to say it's a W. I don't really care. I'll let you win. Fine. The Genie doesn't really care for Tupac or Lil Wayne. He's fine with it. He just thought this was a funny prompt. The Genie gave this one as a throwaway. I thought this would be funny. I just love this one because it is so emblematic of like the time this site was popular. When you go through and try to find these prompts, so many of them are like Justin Bieber, Half-Life 3, I don't know. It's like, I saw one about Ray William Johnson. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Meet Gaben, but no Half-Life 3. Yeah. It's just, this is a time
Remember,
capsule.
chat, it's a dog-eat-dog world out here, and the Genie only comes a dime a dozen.
That's true. Yeah. And for all intensive purposes, I do think the Genie is acting in your best interest. So, I think it's worth considering. Why did you donate to yourself? That would be crazy. If I had a laptop open, I was just sending myself prompts. Okay. Did you say intensive purposes? Yeah. That's the phrase. By the way, ads start in 3 minutes. I snoozed once. I won't be snoozing again. I'm going to give you a warning. Remember to drop those primes. You'll be able to avoid the ads. You got to do it fast. Or front box. Good luck. Maybe I'll snooze one more time. Maybe. Ads are an L. Yeah, you get a lot of them. Whoops. Thank you, 4GB. Big ups. Thanks for the prime. Okay. I do think watching Tupac cover Lil Wayne would be worth it, though. I would absolutely go to that show. Oh, my God. He just comes back and he's like, actually, this guy was so much better than me. This guy was so much more talented. Stunting like my daddy. That lasagna line? Ooh. Tupac never could have come up with that. Thanks, Trumbo. Alright, next up. Now, you get free hats from any shop. You can have as many free hats as you like. You can wear so many hats. Hats of all types. Baseball caps. Fedoras. Bucket hats. Beanies. Fisher hats. Cowboy hats. Backwards hats. Is this just the cheese one again? I actually, you know what? If you could talk to the hats, that would be a W. Because you have a little friend on your head all the time. It's like Cappy. It's not like you're eating them, right? We're going to be bald. You think? You think that's the take, the downside here? Can we sell them? I'll even let you sell the hats. I will even let you sell the hats. Sure. We 100% are going bald. Are they official Coney hats? They could be any kind of hat you want. Wear any hat you would like. Ads are starting 5 seconds. I told you I wouldn't warn you, but I lied because I want you to give me money. I want your Prime. Here come the ads. You gotta Prime quick, otherwise you're gonna get ads. Okay. Now. You get free hats from any shop. Seems like most people are down with this idea. Hold on, let me change the hide transition because that is way too long. Whoops, hold on. Dude. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. What is this track? This one goes crazy. I guess it's Mario Kart. Thank you, Alpha Butt. Thanks for the Prime. Okay. You get free hats from any shop. You seem to have taken the Genie's deal. What's the drawback? What will you do with all of the hats that you have when you smell bad? L! You took the deal. You shook my hand. You can't get it off. You can't get the smell off. You smell bad forever. L! It's an L. Don't try to fight me on this. You smell bad and you can't get it out. You smell bad now and forever and you can't get deodorized. Not at any point. Sell the hats, buy deodorant. It doesn't work. No amount of showers or baths will heal your predicament. You stink now and forever. Eternal stench. Now for all time. I hope the hats were worth it, geek. Bubble boy time. Is that what you think? You think you hide in a bubble, like you're just rolling around in like a little hamster ball at all times? This is a massive L. This is a fat L. What if my hats smell good? There's the rest of you under them. The hat itself cannot make up for the rest of you. This isn't like a normal smell bad, by the way. Because, like, everybody smells bad if they don't shower or bathe, right? This is a special bad. You smell like a rotting corpse all the time. And nothing that you do can fix it. Sewage. Like a skunk at all times. You smell bad. Making up downsides. What are you talking? It says right there. What do you mean? Do you think it's just like, oh, you smell bad one time? He inflicts you with sweat. And you're like, oh my god, I gotta go take a bath. Do you think that's what the downside is? That's what you think the Genie is up to? No, you are afflicted. You are cursed. With infinite money, though, you could buy friends. I've seen enough tweets to know that's not the case. The guy that owns Twitter would beg to differ, I think. Very sad. God, what a weird guy. What a weird account. That's so weird. Every time I go to his Twitter, and I hate doing the Elon Musk LOL thing. It feels so lazy. But oh my god, dude. It's so weird. Like, it's... It's so... I feel like I'm doing, like, Orange Man bad humor. You know what I mean? But holy shit, dude. It's so bizarre. You know, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse. It's weird. Okay. Anyway, you lost. It's an L. Sorry. I can understand why you'd be upset about that, but listen. It is a Genie affliction to make you smell bad, and not a normal smell bad that you can fix. You're stuck with that. I think it's an L, because hats aren't even that cool. It's not even like you got, like, infinite money, or, well, I guess you got hats, which I guess could be infinite money, but that's a lot of work. You got a full-time job selling shit on eBay. Nobody's gonna go to your hat store. You stink. The hat store smells like shit all the time. I guess you could hire people. You don't need to be in the hat store. You just get to be, like, the hat empire guy. Sell online? That's so much work, though, because you got to do an eBay listing for every single one. Stinking is my nightmare. Okay, that's it. You're right. It's an L. It's an L. You stink, and so it's an L. I almost got turned around. You guys can thank... you can thank Siege the Frez for the L here, because I almost got turned around. But Siege the Frez in the chat actually reconvinced me that it's an L. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, the fog comes back up. Whoop. I got to do a show transition, too. Hold on. Do like 500 fade. I actually looked online for random transitions because I thought it'd be very funny. Like every time I do this, it's like a star wipe or something, you know? It's random every single time. How many more do you have? 4 more. 4 more. You have to go 4 more without 1 L. Oh. Oh, no. Good luck. You are super awesome. Are you super awesome? Do you want to be super awesome? Huh? Coney, what does this mean? Hey, you get to be super awesome. Don't you want to? Everybody wants to be super awesome, right? Please, I need this. This could get you out of a lot of trouble. If you're not super awesome right now, chatters are desperately clicking the screen. People on YouTube are desperate. They weren't even here for it. They're trying to hit the button. Please, God, let me be super awesome. Let me in. Please.
Yeah. You should do the Simpson clouds for the transitions.
What, like coming at the screen? No, I don't like that as much. Because then it would say the Simpsons. I don't think they have non-Simpsons ones. This is a 2 for sure. Well, seems like your peers at cohort seem to disagree. Seems like chat wishes to be super awesome. And who could blame them? In whose opinion? Well, the genie's objective opinion. Can we say that? In the genie's objective opinion, remember, the genie has been alive for thousands and thousands of years. He has seen people who are super awesome and people who are not super awesome. Geeks and dweebs and dork lords. He has seen everyone. And he will make you super awesome. Being objectively awesome is cool. That's what I'm saying. This is a genie that makes you objectively super awesome. Seems like most people want to take the deal. Okay. You take the deal. You shake the genie's hand. Just like this. And you suddenly grow sunglasses. And if you're bald, you get hair again. And on top of the hair is a really cool hat. And it's backwards. You get a leather jacket. And a bitchin' convertible behind you. You're super awesome now. However, there is a downside. Haters get jealous and will try and kill you. This happens anyway. This is going to happen anyway. W. It's a W. You got a W. You won that one. Congratulations. You're going to have haters anyway, bro. You got haters no matter what. Already happens on a daily basis. Hey, are you okay? People trying to kill you on a daily basis. How many haters do you have? Do you have haters or the Federal Bureau of Investigations? Do you have haters or the CIA? John Wick? Those are 2 different things. Listen, haters are going to hate you no matter what. So if you get to be super awesome while you do it, sick. And hey, the more awesome you are, the more haters you get, right? Huh? Am I right, fellas? Leave a like below if you agree with this. Don't dislike it. I don't want you to hate the video. I want you to like the video. Like the video below if you agree with the genie on that one. I feel like it was a bad CTI. I got that backwards. You know what the genie means. Hey, now that you're super awesome, go ahead and like and subscribe because that's an awesome thing to do for the genie. And you shook his hand. You already shook the genie's hand and said that you would do it. Thank you. Thanks. Hey, ring the bell, why don't you? I'm not going to make you do that. But if you do, the genie that would be super duper awesome. You're only one super awesome. What is the point of the bell? I hate the bell, dude. I've never rang the bell once. Coney, desperate is not a good look on you. It's not? I've been wearing it for 8 years. Somebody should have told me before. All right, it's a W. You guys got a W. Congratulations.
Yes!
Proud of you. What?
How often is the 50-50?
I think once. Because I think if you're super awesome, the haters try to kill you, and then you kill them so hard that you scare them off forever. If you win the 50-50, then you win in such an awesome way that they're not going to chase you anymore. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're that awesome. If you die, you die. But it was worth it, right? To be super awesome. Even if for a day. I think it's a W. Don't try to talk me out of it. It's a W. Take your W with dignity. Come on. All right, the fog comes back up. You got 3 more prompts from the genie. 3 more potential realities, okay? You can have any Pokemon you want. Any Pokemon. Any Pokemon can be yours. Any of them. Now, keep in mind, this doesn't say everybody gets a Pokemon. So it's not like you have to worry about, like, remember on previous genies, it was like, oh, what if everybody, you know, got real Pokemon? Would there be, like, rioting in the streets and danger and you know, would people get hurt? No. You get a Pokemon. Just you. Do I get to eat them? Well, you only get one of them. So, I don't think you should. Unless you really want to know what Tauros taste like. I don't think you should. You get 1 Pokemon. Well, actually, it says any Pokemon you want. I guess. I'm going by the letter here, you know? What about that new bread dog one? I feel like it would be such a struggle not to eat that dog. If I had a loaf of bread following me around every day of my life, eventually I would get curious. Look at this thing. Bread dog Pokemon. If I had this thing following me at all times, I'd probably get curious. Especially once he levels... Oh my god. I think I would eat him. I don't think I would eat the dough one. Imagine. I don't think I would eat the raw dough, but as soon as he evolves, I'm eating him. He's just like... Hold on. It just... Oh, wait a minute. Fido is evolving. Will you let it evolve? Yeah. Yeah. Let it evolve. Yeah. Let it evolve. Yeah. It's evolving. Here it comes. Yeah. Here it comes. As soon as you... Rip off its ear instantly. Just the moment it gains sentience. The moment it knows what it is. Hey, Coney, didn't you used to have a Fido? What? I still have crumbs all over my shirt. What do you mean? A Fido? Who? Coney, this is fucked. What are you talking about? It's a bread Pokemon. Shut the fuck up. They made a Pokemon that's food. I'm supposed to... Oh, that makes me sad, actually. I don't want to eat it anymore. You could buy a Dachshund from Walmart? Oh, it's a book. I was gonna say, I'm more surprised you could buy a dog than a gun. Execute his eggs? Yeah, but they're like broken eggs. I would definitely eat that dog. Dude, look at him. He is made to be eaten. Are you kidding? Would you eat an Alcremie? Hold on. I don't know what that looks like. Probably, yeah. Yeah. I think I would. It looks tasty. Like, they're literally food. Is it poisonous or something? Is this like a thing where this thing will kill me if I eat it? Would you eat the organs? I would eat the whole thing. I don't want to hurt it. It's not like I would rip out the heart and eat that. I would eat the whole thing. Probably quickly. I don't want to hurt the thing. Pure fairy type. It's just sweet cream. Oh, that thing's down. How big are they? 1 foot of cream? A pound of cream? Oh, that's horror. That's hell. Because I can't eat it all in one sitting. It would have to go in my fridge. And that's kind of fucked up. I don't want a body in my fridge. I don't like that, actually. I don't know if I would eat it anymore. Just share it? This would definitely be a dessert. Like at a high-end Pokemon restaurant. Would you like the Al Creamy? They would, like, flare it up like a creme brulee. Oh, God, that's fucked up. So, this unlocked a memory. So, a bunch of years ago, when I lived on my own, these giant gummy bears started becoming, like, really popular, right? It was, like, the first time I had seen them, it was just like this, right? And I asked for one for my birthday, and because I love gummy bears. I was like, oh, this would be really fun. Let me try it. It was so bad. You guys, don't do this. Never eat a giant gummy bear. Because you have to refrigerate it, and when you refrigerate it, he gets all hard. And it's, like, not tasty anymore. It's so bad. It's disgusting. Mine sat in the back of my fridge, and I forgot he was there. And when I pulled him out, he had fuzz on him. He was a fuzzy-wuzzy little bear. Yeah, he was a furry little fella. Yeah, perfect for cuddling. No, I didn't try. Oh, God, I better throw mine out. Yeah, you probably should. Yeah. I ate one in one sitting. You're just weak. You're going to die when you turn 50. It's going to turn out that these things had terrible amounts of carcinogens. I hope you enjoy the rest of your life to that point. Don't drink that. Why did you drink that? Said Chatter was going to die. W. That wasn't even the Robotnik noises. I'm so confused. That just joined. Chatter that just joined. Would you eat bread dog? Would you eat that dog? Hold on. Never get an at. Never get a nat 20. Oh, never get a nat 20. I see. I just joined. Would you eat the bread dog? Be honest.
Coney, you banned someone for wanting to eat sentient cheese, and now you are talking about eating sentient animal food.
Not the same. I need you to be honest. Would you eat the dog? I don't like liars in my chat. Yum. You're safe. Love an honest chatter. Thank you. My friendship with the dog would be too strong. Coney, would you feel any remorse? Maybe. I wouldn't grow a bond with the dog. I would catch it and then eat it. I don't think I would, like, I wouldn't own this dog as my pet. I would own, like, a Growlithe or an Eevee or something that I don't want to eat. Don't name the dog. Just eat it. Yeah. I think it's stupid to say you wouldn't eat a bread dog. It's a bread dog. Okay, you can have any Pokemon you want. What would you like to do? What do you think? Seems like most people would say yes. You would take the genie's offer. Now, you get any Pokemon you want. And that Pokemon spawns right next to your side. What did you pick, chat? What did you pick? Yahoo! I actually do want to know. What did you pick? Hold on. Chat, what did you pick? What Pokemon do you have at your side right now? Blissey, Weepinbell, Phanpy, Arceus, Jirachi, Glaceon, Ditto, Snorunt, Kyogre, Piplup, Mudkip, Shuckle, Squirtle. You could just get a turtle. Bulbasaur. Okay, so you guys got a lot of Pokemon that run the gamut, right? Big, small, all over the place. However, I regret to inform you, you don't get a Pokeball. You have to walk everywhere with that Pokemon, and you can't put it anywhere. And you know what? I would have to say, for most of you, I think that's an L, dude. I think it's an L. I think it's an L. Because I think most of you picked very powerful.
Pick it just so I can jump in a pool with him.
Just buy a toaster. If you're going to do it, don't complicate. Can I say that? In Minecraft. Don't do it with Pikachu. Can I say that? Can I make that joke? Oh my God. In a game. In Grand Theft Auto roleplay. Just do it in Grand Theft Auto. I can't believe you set me up for that joke. That's so stupid. I think that's an L, because I saw people say Moltres. You can't just have a Moltres flying around. The government's going to shoot it down. You think the government's just going to let you have a giant flying flame bird? Not my problem. The government's going to make it your problem. Yes. I chose God and he can fly. Okay, if your God is a Pokemon, it's not God anymore. God can't be an animal. You guys sound like Egyptians. Come on. That cat is not God. Stop. No. I think this is an L, but I will. The Genie concedes that this is really dependent on the Pokemon that you choose. The Genie will concede that those who picked Squirtle or Eevee or anything like that, or Piplup, it is a W. And so the Genie will strike this one for the record. However, the Genie never gives without taking in return. The Genie has lowered the prize pool to 10 subs. The Genie will strike 1L from the record. However, you can now only receive 10 subs. And you are shaking the Genie's hand, for it is all you can do. You did it. Literal scam? You lost. Be thankful that the Genie was here in your time of need. The Genie heard you when you needed him most. Genie is a fucking cheapskate. Genie could give 10,000 subs if he wishes. Genie could produce subs at any time, at any moment. The Genie just chooses not to, for you have not earned them. The Genie believes in fair competition and gamesmanship. Do it then. You can't trick the Genie like that. The Genie is about to cast a silencing spell. Silence! Silence! And all were silent. The mouth is erased from your face. You can only make emotions and faces. The Genie has ripped the mouth right off of your face, just to show you one iota of his true power. How dare you? The Genie knows you thought you could get away with that. Oh, where did it go? No, come back. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. You're on thin ice. You're on thin ice. And now it's thinner. All right, and just like that, the Genie pops the mouth right back onto your face. Here you are. You have it back now. I hope you enjoyed that brief respite. The Genie is Robotnik, by the way. Okay. I hate the Genie. Well, the Genie hates you too. Genie doesn't care. Genie doesn't care what you think about him. The Genie actually deep down does care. He cares a lot. He just does all this to impress you, and he hopes that you like him. All of this is really just to get you to be in awe of the Genie's power and magnitude. And he hopes that you like the things that he whips up. Come on. The Genie should be less biased. The Genie is the most objective being on the face of the earth. He has been around for countless millennia. Stupid. And now the fog lifts once more. Okay. There are but 2 more prompts. 10 gifties on the line. Okay? Good luck. I forget what the last 2 are. I actually don't remember. The Genie doesn't remember. The Genie will be learning along with all of us. Next up, you become the most popular person in the world. Now, this is similar to being super awesome, right? Everybody will love you. God damn, what? Huh? Oh, by the way, thank you, Samson Hero, for the 5 gifties. I just saw that. Thank you so much. That seems mad annoying. Nope, that's Elon Musk. Guys, you're going to be so popular. You're going to be so popular. Why don't you want to be popular? Are you kidding me? Chad, are you shy? I think you're shy. I think being popular is pretty cool. I think you're shy. Come on. Coney, you're literally an introvert. That doesn't mean that I'm shy. I just don't like people. Also, I'm a Genie. I'm not Coney. Stop. Don't talk to me. I'm the Genie now. What do you guys think? Okay, fine. Whatever. Yeah, fine. You don't want to take the Genie's offer. Who gives a shit? What do you think is behind the fog? If you had to guess. FBI most wanted list? Oh, that's a good one. You're like popular with the FBI. Die, no pussy. Hungry box? Come on, that's a low blow. Popeye fucks you up. You think you're Bluto? Do you think Bluto is the most popular person in the world? Everyone stalks you everywhere all the time. Close, but not quite. All right, you have not taken the Genie's deal. You swat away his hand. Say, no, Genie, I don't want to be popular. The Genie says, really? Who doesn't want to be popular, you geek? But fine. You do not wish to be popular. You swat away the Genie's hand. And the Genie lifts the fog. Every night at 2:30 a.m., you turn into a potato until the sun rises. Now, I'm going to keep it $100 with you, chat. I think this is a massive L for you. Because you would have been a were potato. I think this is a massive L. From 2:30 to like 6 in the summer, you just can't be seen by people. This is just Shrek. But you're the most popular person in the world. You could be a billionaire. You can never marry. Yes, you can! You just tell them I turn into a potato at 2:30. I feel like being a were potato is not that bad. I think you fucked up massively here. Do you not? Do you really think you have a W here? I think you fucked up bad. I would want to be the were potato. If I was the most popular person in the world, you just go to bed. I can't believe this. I cannot believe Popular people don't want you turning into a potato at the club. You're already popular. You don't need to go to the club to be popular. You go to the club, and then at, like, 1:45, you're like, all right, man, I gotta go back to my room. Nobody's gonna question you. Is the transformation instant or slow? Instant. You turn it into a potato instantly. At 2:30. What if my dog gets hungry at night? Close the door! Your dog can't open doors, can it?
My wife's drunk ass would bake me and eat me as a snack.
My wife does that too. I think I would die too, actually. That's you know what? You might win me. You might actually win me over. She would put the baked potato in the oven and then leave it on and go back to bed. You would come out not even edible. You'd just be burnt. Oh God. If you're the most popular person, then paparazzi would discover your potato secret instantly. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's true. Paparazzi would know you were a potato, and then they would really try to, like, get you. Here we go! Right?
What if my mom is deathly ill in the hospital, and she flatlines between 2:30 and 8:0, and never get to say goodbye because I'm a potato?
Well, it depends on what time of year that is. The sun comes up before 8 in the summer.
I sure am craving a potato at 3 in the morning.
It depends on what time of year it is. If it's winter, you're screwed. What if you live in that 24 hours of darkness city in Norway? Okay. Well, I guess it does have to do... You would have to move. You would move. Guys, it's just horrid downsides. Guys, I really... You literally can't move. No, I mean move away from Sweden or Antarctica, stupid. Not move while you're a potato. You guys are pissing me off. Listen, I think this is an L. You could have been the most popular person in the world. Do you know how many doors open for you? You could have lived the life of your dreams. You just can't be awake from the hours of like 2:30 to like 8 at the latest. What happens on airplanes? You're the most popular person in the world. You take private jets. You don't fly coach. You are insane, Coney. What the fuck are you talking about? I can't believe this. I can't believe you guys wouldn't take this deal. Hold on. I'm hitting the button. Guys. Most people would. Most people would. With what money? Popular does not equal rich. Name one popular person that isn't rich. Name one. The most popular person in the world. Like, the most popular. I need an extremely popular person that is not rich. Dalai Lama. That doesn't fucking count. That's stupid. Edward Snowden. He's an ascetic. He could have been rich. He just didn't want to be. He could have done it. Rich people become popular. No, popular people become rich. You guys are so stupid. I'm sick of you guys. Whatever. The fog goes back up. Hold on. Let me see this last one. You guys already lost twice, but... but the genie will give you one more shot. I'll give you one more shot, okay? Woo! The genie will oblige you one more opportunity. Okay? This is the genie's final offer. You get to live on the moon and live in an empire. You get to live on the moon in an empire. This is not moon music. We've gone from the desert to the moon. The genie whisks you away to outer space. He gives you a helmet first so you don't die. And he shows you the vastness of the planet. Planet? Of the rock? The moon? He shows you the moon. And he says, look, all of this can be yours. You can live here with your very own empire. Celestial body. Shut up, geek. Am I just a normal citizen? It says you... Well, I guess that's true. I guess so. I guess it's not all yours. You get to be part of the moon people, though. Doesn't that sound so cool? It's not your empire. I guess not. You live in an empire. You do not live in an empire. I guess that's true. How advanced are the moon people? I mean, they made it to the moon. You're living on the moon. I kind of like trees too much. You don't want to live on the moon? You don't want to live on the fucking moon. Are you serious? Do you? Kind of. I would like to live on the moon. I think that'd be kind of cool. Okay. All right. It seems as though many of you have opted to not live on the moon. Interesting. Well. Coney streams don't get to the moon? Well, if you've made an empire, I think you'd be okay, but... Well, it seems as though you've opted not to go to the moon. And with that, the genie wipes away the moon empire. He says, okay, all for nothing. I suppose it just wasn't meant to be. And so the genie lowers the veil of fog. You could have lived on the moon and lived in an empire. However, you would have lived with the astronauts from Moonbase Alpha, and your leader would have been John Madden. These assholes don't get anything done. You won! You beat the genie! Congratulations! You won! You beat the genie! You don't want to be on the moon with these guys. You're not going to get anything done. Congratulations, Chad! You've defeated the genie. He retreats back into the monster can, and you kick that shit across the desert. You won! Hooray! The genie has been defeated. Congratulations, chat. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Subscribe. Remember to like the video. Bye, YouTube. Goodbye. Bye. That's you guys. That's you guys. That's you. If people haven't seen this video, they have no idea what the fuck's going on. They have no idea what this is. Editor, just put this video in. Oh, I love this. This video rules. I don't remember this part being this long. Okay, it just keeps going. Alright, you guys won. You guys won. Kind of. Imagine being on the moon with these assholes.
I'm laughing for real right now.
You guys got a W. You guys won.
John Madden. John Madden. John Madden. Football. John Murph.
Congratulations, guys. Coney, I feel like you died laughing when you first saw this. I didn't die laughing, but I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, that's the last one. That's how I end the video. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. I was like, yeah, sure, fine. Will we also speak in TTS? Yeah, because you're on the moon. They're all talking to each other through comms. Where are subs? Guys, you guys lost twice. I'm giving you 5. I think I'm giving you 5. I don't think I'm giving you 10. You lost so many times, dude.
Okay.
I gave you so many outs.
You know what's better than being rich and popular?
What?
Being rich analyze.
What'd you analyze? You analyze your own donation. 7? I'll give you 7. I'll drop 7. I'll give you 7. That's the best I'll do. 8? I'm not going to give you 8 because somebody else is going to drop one right now. It's 1. Guys, it's 1. It's 1. No, not a prime. I didn't. Not a prime. Thank you, DTHB. That's not what I said. Bierry! There we go. Okay, see? There. Now it's 8. AMM Pikmin. Pokemon. AMM, thank you. See? And that's 2. So actually, I only had to give 6. Actually.
Link, is this what you mean by the government not being okay with our Pokemon of choice?
Now it's 5. Calvin 2 gave another one. Oh, it's going down. It's going down quite a bit. Dad Kisser. Oh, that one doesn't count. That's not a gift. Here you go, you shits. You don't deserve this. Hold on, let me look. Is this what you meant by the government not being okay with our Pokemon?
Oh, these aren't homemade. They were made in a factory.
What? What? What is this?
These aren't homemade. They were made in a factory. A bomb factory. They're bomb.
That's pretty funny. It's pretty good. I don't know when SpongeBob collabed with Pokemon, but must have been a pretty good episode. Coney, do this one yourself. You can predict the future? No, because you probably have some bullshit thing under there. No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not hitting it. I'm not hitting it. Unveil. But you are super dumb and stupid and die. But no one believes you? Oh, fuck. That's an L. Yeah, no. Even if people don't believe you, it doesn't matter. Because, like, you want to fucking... Ah, that sucks. I got L'd. All right. My bad, everybody. All right. You know what time it is now. It's Gamba time. Let me make sure we're not in a tournament. I don't know how many matches till tournament. I'm trying to see. I'm waiting to see how many matches before tournament so we don't get too far in. Bad timing? Huh? Wait, where are we at? Or is it just because of this match? Tournament mode will be activated after the next match. You've got to be kidding. Why is this on top of me down here? What? What's happening down here to me? What? Why is there another thing down here? How do I get rid of it? How do I get rid of that in the bottom right? What do I... What? Huh? Help! I can't see! What? Hold on. Okay, I got it. I was so confused. Alright, this is where we go Sprite Club, I guess. Thank God we got 2 of them. Damn, that sucks. They're also... No! Oh! Oh, ads. Oh, I didn't warn you in time. Thank you, Eilani. Oh. Hey, maybe the tournament will be good. I'm so stupid. What's going on? We bet on salty bet matches. It's fun. But hold on. We'll see. Let's see. We're going to see if the tournament's good or not. All right? Is this a Muujin night? Well, we thought it would be. Tournament is a good time usually. Well, the problem with tournaments is that if it's just fucking, like... If it's just anime chicks, it's not fun to watch. How did we bet? You'll see. You'll see. If we stick with this. If not, we go YouTube. Sorry. I know. I didn't want it either. But maybe it'll be a good night. What is this Vim? Stop! I can't show that on my stream! Stop getting me to play Pimp My Ride for PS2! Alright, let's see if the tournament's worth it. Maybe it'll be a good tournament. Coney, would you eat this dog? That's not... No. I would not eat your dog. Your dog is so cute. No, I would not. That's a precious dog. No. Wait, current tournament bracket can be found here. Hold on. Magaki, Omega, Adelheid, Anna, Prinny, Asagi, Dude, Anita. I don't know these characters. Oh. Hold on, it might be good. Hold. Hold. Wait. Just wait. Wait till we see the match. It's Waifu Wars. No, it's not. That's just the screen. I know more about this than you do. We used to run tournaments. I actually miss doing those tournaments. Those were a lot of fun. The tournament brackets? I liked those. Wasn't that like a year ago? It's been so long. It was so long ago. Is it time for season 2? Sprite Club tourney is about to end. If you wait 30 minutes, you could go back to matchmaking there. Oh, I got just the movie for that, man. Hold on. I got a nice movie. I actually got 2 movies. Coney, why do people keep asking for Pikmin 2? One guy keeps asking for Pikmin 2. Are you that one guy's friend? Did he just hit you up in Discord and like, hey, get Coney to talk about Pikmin 2? It's so stupid. Hey, can you acknowledge the Pikmin 2 posting in Coney's chat, please? Wow, everybody here seems to love Pikmin 2. I wonder why Coney doesn't play it. I know why Coney doesn't play it. I play that shit, my viewership's gonna drop to 100. No. Huh? What is Pikmin 2? I'm not doing this. I'm not indulging on this. No. I've already played Pikmin 2 like 3 times. Alright, let's see. Every time a Pikmin dies, you ban a chatter. I would do Pikmin if I could get a mod that names the Pikmin after chatters. Surely there's a way to make that work. And I just pluck them and their name pops out? Surely that can work, right? But also all the enemies. All the enemies are also chatters. That would be a lot of fun, actually. And we control them? No. No, I'm not playing that. You guys wouldn't... That would be not fun. That sounds awful. Alright, hold on. Let's see if this is good or not, okay? We'll see if it's a good tournament. It's S tier. It's a pass. Fellas. This is a story. Somebody linked this in the Watch This Movie Discord. So in case you guys don't know, we have a Discord here. You have to sync it up with... Oh, this one's actually on my watch later, too. Maybe we'll watch this after. Biggest cheater in Rocket League history. So there's a bunch of spots where you can link videos, right, that we should watch. And one of them caught my eye, which is this water park in Qatar. This is a real water park that looks like an enemy in Final Fantasy. It looks like it moves around and has to be defeated by Cloud and the gang. This is the story of Qatar's new Mario water park. Dude, this image was just so appealing to me. I was like, I have to watch that. That's amazing. Please.
The Persian Gulf
What is happening
a
here?
structure that wouldn't look out of place in a dystopian science fiction film. But this seemingly tangled mess of metal and plastic is Mariol.
How do you get up there? You can't... There can't be stairs. Right? It's like
Qatar's
a Ubisoft
largest
tower.
water park. Spread over 281,000 square
crane?
meters and comprising 36 water slides, the park is highly anticipated amongst locals.
36?
But has become somewhat of an oddity for international onlookers thanks to the striking appearance of the park's centerpiece, Icon Tower. To make things even more interesting...
There isn't a Twitch chat mod, but I found a mod to play as Toad for the captain. What, for Pikmin? It's just the same thing, but Toad is the captain instead of Olimar? I like Olimar. No.
The park is themed entirely around oil and gas. At a cost of $270 million US, Mariol...
Wait, what? They made the... Is that why it's so, like... Why would you want that? You have an oil ocean water park? Why would anybody go there? Huh?
At a cost of $270
You get to pretend that you're gas coming out of a pipe?
Mariol is part of Qatifan
I love
Island
swimming in
North,
crude
the
oil.
first entertainment island of its kind in Qatar, and a key element of the Lusail expansion project. It bears striking similarities.
Have you heard about the Saudi Arabian line? The what? The line Revolutionary Urbanism. The line is comprised of a series of interconnected modules reaching 500 meters high. What? What is that? It's a city? It's totally real, chat. That thing. This shit. It's not real. Fake. It's totally gonna happen. It's literally real. It's a fake city. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to think. It looks political. And I feel like Ronald Reagan cautioned us against this, actually. Very strongly in the past.
To Resorts World Sentosa.
I've never seen that. Real vid advertising it.
And consolidating nature. Now, a revolution in civilization is taking place. Imagine a traditional city and consolidating its footprint.
Oriana ult?
To protect and enhance nature. The line will be home to
that looks
9
awful.
million residents and will be built with a footprint of just 34 square kilometers. and we are designing it to provide a healthier, more sustainable
Why
quality
are
of
we
life.
compressing
The
this?
line's communities are organized in 3 dimensions. Residents
looks
have
hellish.
access to all their daily needs within 5-minute walk neighborhoods.
Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. Wait.
And the line's infrastructure
Hella
makes it possible
walkable?
to travel end to end in 20 minutes.
Bullshit. Well, how long? How big is this? What is there like a big train at the bottom? Like a big?
With no need for cars.
Dude, I don't like the mirror. The fact that the wall has a mirror on it. People are gonna die.
Resulting in 0 carbon emissions. By leveraging AI technology, services are autonomous, saving you time and effort. Designed by world-leading architects, the line is 500 meters tall. Designed by services are autonomous.
Why do we have
saving you time
flying
and effort.
trees? You got like Mario platforms. What's going on here? What are those for?
Designed by world-leading architects, the line is 500 meters tall, 200 meters wide,
Who are those for?
170
They're hiding
kilometers
coins.
long,
Yeah, you got to climb up to the top of that tree to get a moon.
and
yeah.
housed within an elegant mirror glass facade.
I don't know if you want a mirror glass facade. I feel like
Intelligent
that might
solutions
be
create efficiency and
unwise?
year-round temperate microclimate with natural ventilation. Energy and water supplies are 100% renewable.
okay.
The line is designed as a series of unique communities, offering a wealth of amenities.
Bro, I'm sold, actually. I think this is good. The concept carried echoes of an idea originated in 1960 by Super Studio. Seeing the dystopias of your own imagining being created is not the best thing you wish for. It was supposed to be a critique of excessive urbanization. Bro, I think that's actually kind of cool. Actually, I like it. I actually like that. Coney likes everything hellish. I just like the future. I'm sick of being held back by conservatives. Why don't we just build the Lion City and see how it goes? I think that's cool. Give it a shot. Maybe then I'll have a flying fucking car. Everybody keeps telling me I can't have a flying car. Why can't I have a Lion City? Or a water park themed after gas.
Singapore, with a comprehensive master plan for development that
Yeah,
is centered
Coney, let's build that wall. That's what I've been saying.
around the
I've been saying that for years.
state-of-the-art water park. The project as a whole contains leisure attractions,
Right, Chad? Didn't we all say it?
luxurious hotels, unrivaled
all been
accommodation,
saying
and
that.
world-class facilities that make it a modern, globally competitive community.
Look
All
at
within
that
a unique
island.
design that is inspired by the rich culture
It's
and
like
natural
Pinna Park.
resources of the Middle East region. With the park's name itself having deep cultural connections as well, Mariol is the word in Qatar to find out how deep the water is.
Mario?
Cultural connections as well, Mariol is the word in Qatar to find out how deep the water is, defining the nation's love for the sea.
Mario Park?
Whilst parks like Disneyland and the Magic Kingdom celebrate fantasy and the Western frontier, Mariol explores Qatar's history.
You slide out the gas truck? Whee!
Oil and gas.
I love fossil
Sheikh
fuels.
Nasir bin Abdulaziz Al Thani, head of business development at Qatifan Projects, said the design of the water park was inspired by the history of the oil and gas discovery in Qatar, adding to it a historical and a cultural aspect, and establishing the identity of the water park.
That's so
The
sad.
colors used in the water park are rusty. That is to give visitors an
dinosaurs
idea
in
and
the
feel of the
architecture?
oil and gas field, but in the form of a water park. There is no doubt that there is nothing better than the history of the discovery of oil and gas in Qatar.
Nothing
which is
better?
actively contributing to the development of our country,
nothing
as well
better?
as promoting and showcasing our history and culture.
All right.
Celebrating fossil fuels is an interesting choice for themed entertainment in the Western world, but for the Middle East, oil and gas are truly an important resource.
Sure.
The usage in the park's theme
Oh my god, donkey. Where's the water? Turn the water on.
Leads to some truly bizarrely themed attractions.
They're all like gray.
When talking about this park, we can't start anywhere else but the tangled monstrosity that is the Icon Tower.
Oh my god.
This imposing slide tower is built on a man-made island 300 meters offshore.
Are the cranes part of the attraction, or are they still building it? Like, are the cranes supposed to be there to, like, suggest industrialization and, like, that's a part of it? That's so...
Which guests can access aboard one of the strangest looking theme park trains in the world called the Traitorous Tanker. Once ashore on the island, towering 85 meters above you, will be the world's tallest slide structure. Home to 12 different water slides, 2 of which hold the dual world record for the tallest water slide, with them having the absolutely spectacular names of Vertigo and the Fractionator. But don't fear, as there's no need to trudge rafts up 278 feet.
What goes on in here? It's like an iron lung. What could possibly go on in there? Why is that part just so big? You come in one end and you come out the other? It's like a cow stomach. You're gonna get digested, yeah.
278 feet of stairs.
It's like that organ that birds have that grinds rocks. Gizzard, isn't it?
As 2 elevators will take guests up the tower to the 6 different levels, and conveyors will bring the rafts up to the slides. With this alone making the park one of the best sounding water parks in the world.
That sounds cool, actually.
Other attractions built on the...
The boiler? I'm not going in there. I'm not going to go to the boiler, the vaporizer, the reformer. Oh my god. This is awful. I guess you could do the same thing with water parks in America. Right? Like, the water parks would be like, the Dominator.
The extruder, the boiler.
I just feel like boiler is kind of fucked up.
Personal favorite as Australians, the cracker.
I didn't notice the cracker. The cracker as in, like, it cracks, not like... like when you get in it'll crack your back. It'll crack your back, you guys.
All of the water slides in the park are built by Whitewater West, an industry leader.
I thought he was gonna. I was still on the cracker thing, and he said all the slides are built by White, and I was like, oh no. All the slides are built by what people? No!
In the water park realm. And the Icon Tower will feature some of the most iconic water park elements, including funnels, bowls, and dropping floors.
Love that.
And of course, being a modern water park,
oh, it's got one of those? Hell yeah, spin it!
And their park's wave pool has to be one of the most yikes named attractions in the world, being called the Oil Slick Lagoon. Fun.
Hell yeah,
Before we get deeper into things, have you thought about getting deeper into review time? Upon reading that sounds worse than what I wrote, but you can do so. Well, it can be gone towards the most attention in the park. The largest section is back on the mainland and home to a wide variety of other aquatic
adventure. That was a short CTA. That feels mean. Check out Review Time, everybody. They're the channel that did this. Time with a Y. Patreon.com/Review Time. I thought it was going to be like a minute long. It was only like 20 seconds. Now I feel mean.
So if you enjoy what we do, consider joining us over on Patreon.
Consider it.
Many things review time. So if you enjoy...
Oh, I thought that was Bowser Jr. up here. Because I saw like the clown car.
Understandably garners the most attention in the park. The largest section is back on the mainland and home to a wide variety of other aquatic adventures.
Ew.
One of the most unique attractions is the Oil Strike Tsunami Log Flume, which begins with a walkthrough section introducing them to geology and the search for oil. Before long, they will find themselves aboard a boat and in a number of dark ride scenes that feature dinosaurs and scenes where it feels as if they are the oil being extracted from the ground. The finale will see guests ascend a vertical lift featuring heat and special effects before sending them down a 60-meter high drop, ensuring all guests get absolutely soaked. But hold your britches, because we missed detailing the best part. Before embarking on the ride, you venture through what is lovingly known as Edutainment Cave.
Guided by a 3D character named Oily, guests will learn about the history and science of Qatar's oil and gas industry before they embark on the ride called Oil Strike Tsunami. Dude, how does this park smell? I feel like I get a headache right away. This should probably smell terrible. It's going to be like gas everywhere. It's good when you first get there. It's like, oh, wow, this is kind of nice. And then you just get a headache. My wife, when she got pregnant, she loved the smell of gasoline for some reason. That's like a thing that happens. And she bought a candle that smelled like gasoline. I wanted to throw it out the fucking window. It was disgusting. That's like a thing that happens to pregnant women. It's really weird. Yeah. You like the smell of gasoline? Yeah, but like not for a long time. You're going to get dizzy. You don't put your nose into the fucking gas can.
Adventures. 3D character name.
Just go to the gas. Cheers, my friends.
Named Oily. Oily will teach guests about the history and science of Qatar's oil and gas industry through the queue so that they can truly enjoy Oil Strike Tsunami even more. Mariole.
Where'd my phone go? Huh? I hope now isn't trying to call me. Uh-oh. I'm gonna be in trouble. Uh-oh. I'm gonna be in trouble. Oh no, it's back there. You guys would have heard it if it rang though, right? You guys would have heard it. It's back there on the table. It's fine. We're good. If it rang, one of you would have heard it.
Features mostly water attractions, but it does include a couple of dry rides scattered around the park, including an Intamin spinning coaster called Al Ghazal, which has guests sitting in oil barrels. We don't know much more about this attraction, but it does look to be an interesting addition to the park. Elsewhere is the creatively named VR slide, which is essentially a water slide simulator. Designed with accessibility and more surreal experiences in mind, the attraction uses a 3-axis motion base alongside VR media to simulate its 5 virtual experiences. Overall, the park is filled with an impressive lineup that has the potential to make this one of the most comprehensive water parks in the world.
I just don't know why you use water at this point. It's weird to have a whole thing based on oil and then not use oil. And I know that's a psychopath thing to say. Don't dunk children in oil. But, like, what's the point of the water, right? Like,
the park was originally set to open in the third quarter of 2022. But publicly, it still has not seen its grand opening, and it looks like it may completely missed the World Cup Games, which is set to end on the 18th of December, missing out on a major reason for this park being built in the first place. For the last few months, it's been looking as if only the finishing touches were missing, but the park has gone pretty quiet since missing its deadlines. And it will be interesting to see when this park eventually opens and if it's busy as they need it to be.
Oil water slides.
But over to you. What are your thoughts on this park? And
I think that's cool as hell, bro. About to sub-goal it. Let me over there. I'm trying to ride it. This is so intimidating. That picture. I still don't know how people get up there. Surely there are elevators. Okay. Carl Jobst. It's time for the biggest cheater in Rocket League history. Oh, got in trouble cheating. How do you cheat in Rocket League?
Hello, you absolute legends.
I'm actually curious.
It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Nothing better describes the art of freestyle in the esport Rocket League. The standard aim of Rocket League is simple. Put the ball into the opposing goal more times than your opponent. If your score is higher, you win. The indie developer Psyonix's 2015 release became a surprise sensation and has developed into one of the biggest esports in the world.
Did Moist win the world championship?
Oh
no, that's not Moist. I'm so stupid.
Win.
That was a different team. It was
indie developer.
I was like, damn, Charlie.
Developer Psyonix's 2015 release became a surprise sensation and has developed into one of the biggest esports in the world. What makes Rocket League so appealing, so popular, and so fun is the incredibly responsive controls and depth of mechanics. Still to this day, players are developing and perfecting new techniques, new plays, and new ways to get the upper hand. The skill ceiling is extremely high.
It's crazy to me that this game is so popular. Like, I know that soccer is popular, right? Whatever. But, like, it's weird to me that car soccer is this big. I know that sounds strange, but, like, I can't believe so many normies buy into this. And it has such a huge viewer base. The skill expression is nuts. I mean, it's super impressive, but do I want to watch it, you know? Blows my mind.
And the way the professionals fly around the arena with such precision and grace is astounding.
Like, I can appreciate
when a game like Rocket
but...
League has such great mechanics, it lends itself to offshoots being spawned. The internet is abound with custom courses and maps that are not only used to practice core mechanics, but also to speedrun as well. The movement in Rocket League is so interesting that it has created entire subgenres of competition, which aren't just about how many goals you can score. And the biggest offshoot is freestyle. Freestyling in Rocket League is a rather broad subject, but the crux of it is all about scoring goals in the most interesting, entertaining, and difficult ways. It's an art form, it's a display of skill, and it's a celebration of the thousands of hours a player has put into honing their abilities. Over the past several years, freestyle has gained in popularity, with Psionics themselves hosting massive tournaments with grand prizes of up to $50,000. And over the past year, there was one particular player that started getting a lot of attention, a freestyler who went by the name Shimmy. Shimmy was always a pretty decent freestyler. In 2020, his clips were even featured on the channel Rocket League FX. In 2021, he started posting montages to his own YouTube channel that were good, but nothing too crazy. Then, in late 2021, Shimmy became insane. Not only executing shots that were world-class, but even pioneering techniques and tricks that no one had ever seen at this level. Shimmy had become a god. He had sold his soul to the devil in exchange for inhumane freestyling abilities. But alas, it was all a lie. Shimmy had been faking his freestyle tricks in a way never seen before.
How?
Not only was he prolific, but he was cunning and creative in his deception. In this video, we are going to take a look at how Shimmy fooled the Rocket League freestyle community for almost an entire year, and how he was ultimately caught. I really hope you enjoy.
Well, I hope I do too.
Now, legends, this video is sponsored by the military online game War Thunder.
Bro, go freestyle with the tanks, though.
All of the vehicles are massive as possible.
Go freestyle on the tanks.
The vehicles in War Thunder span over 100 years of development, so if you're into history, you can have fun and learn at the same time.
It always blows my mind, like, who plays these games, right? Like, there's probably, like, a 43-year-old that is, like, 5,000 hours deep in this game. My dad, war vets. Yeah, like, I feel like there's, like, a lot of people who are really... There are so many people on the fucking planet. You know what I mean? There's gotta be so many people that play this shit. War Thunder was actually fun for the 20 hours I put in. 20 hours? It's low-key kind of fun. I'm not even mad at the game. I'm not saying the game isn't fun. I'm just saying, like, it's... These games, I never hear about them. They pop up out of nowhere. And I'm sure that they have a big player base, right? Who plays Raid? Exactly! I don't know either. I don't know who's playing Raid Shadow Legends. I don't know who's playing Clash of... Well, kids are playing Clash of Clans, actually. I don't think kids are playing Raid Shadow Legends. Maybe I'm wrong. Military sim community is bigger than you would think. Isn't that like Arma? What?
I'm 23 years old and have roughly 6,000 hours. Been playing it since 2017.
Man. That game must go crazy. I had no idea. I've never even heard of this game. I'm not even mad at the game. It's just like these games exist quietly. They're so under the radar.
War Thunder offers insane graphics at 4K resolution, and the sound effects seem very realistic. Personally, I love how intense combat is. Playable on live account, boosters, and much more.
Hey guys, check it out.
When it comes to live competition like we see in Rocket League tournaments or online play, it's very hard to cheat in real time. In fact, it's basically unheard of. You can't hack the game to get an advantage over someone else when you play, or at least the way hasn't been figured out yet. However, when it comes to editing clips after the fact or recording something in secret, that's a completely different story. This definitely lends itself to foul play.
Dude, somebody needs to tell Carl about the melee thing. Do you guys remember the oh my god. Do you guys remember the Melee guy that like there was like a contest combo contest? Pichu? Was it a Pichu thing? No. It was a different one. He was like a content creator. He was a YouTuber. Had a Jigglypuff. Scrimpy. Is that it? Scrumpy. That was it. Yes. Yeah. Magic Scrumpy. That was it. He had like a YouTube channel. And apparently he cheated or something. I don't know how true it is. I'm not trying to slander. But I remember hearing about that. I was like, that's weird.
And it had been seen before.
He was like
a good example
combos.
is the player DLG, who
he tasked it? Oh, okay, well, whatever.
2020 claimed a new world record for the amount of chained flip resets.
Not like there was any money on the line or
flip reset
anything,
is where you turn your car upside down and let the ball hit all 4 wheels at the same time. This resets your jump flag, which lets you jump again without needing to land
it was like
on the ground.
$100.
DLG claimed 14 flip resets in a row, but there was something
Girl
strange
finding out about
his
this guy.
video. On the bottom right is the boost meter, and the word boost is constantly flashing. It always flashes at the same speed for everyone, but in DLG's video, it was flashing way faster. Ultimately, it was discovered this was because DLG used a mod to play in slow motion, obviously making it easier. The timer and the physics were slowed down to half speed, but the speed at which the boost was flashing remained the same.
That's
then
very
when
funny.
DLG sped up the footage using a video editor, everything looked normal except for the flashing boost.
He slowed
which now
down the
flashed
boost!
at twice the normal speed.
He hit
in
the
2021,
anti-boost!
Shimmy was already considered a pretty decent freestyle clip hitter. Nothing crazy, nothing world class, but a pretty good mid-tier
How
player.
could he?
At least according to the montages he would post on his YouTube channel, which he would upload every few months.
Come
but
on,
then in December of
Shimmy.
2021, Shimmy became possessed and took things to the next level in a montage he uploaded called Find My Way. Shimmy's shots were no longer just pretty good, they were top tier, and he started to introduce a tricky maneuver called reverse cam. This is where he would put the car into reverse and turn the camera so he couldn't even see the ball
Fun
when
or
he
thunder
made.
fact. People have leaked actual government military secrets multiple times to try and get buffs for vehicles in the game.
What? You're kidding. Is that real? Yes. France and China? Wait, what? You mean, like, so there's like a Frenchman playing the game. He's like, oh, my country is so weak. My tank should be stronger. And he tries to, like, he sends the devs the schematics to their new tanks. Please make it like this. That's it? That's literally what happens. Oh my god. You don't understand my tanks. Dude, that's how we beat Russia. We put a Russian tank in War Thunder, and then you make it dog shit. And Putin is like, oh, this is not fair. This is what tanks should be like. That's a good idea. Russia, when they can get lucky for free if they hand over their nukes. Oh my god.
The shot. Now at first
That's very
glance,
funny.
this just seems impossible, but experienced Rocket League players are exceptionally good at reading where the ball's trajectory is heading. So this kind of thing isn't completely out of the question. Shimmy's clips were so good that he was even invited onto the freestyle team, Redshift. And as 2022 progressed, he released more montages.
He got the Redshift
each one
invite?
getting progressively more insane. Shimmy's shots were amazing, and the camera work was stunning. He would seamlessly switch between ball cam and reverse cam to produce beautiful looking goals. And not only was his camera work great and his precision immaculate, but the ball speed he could generate was epic. And in freestyle, a more powerful shot is something everyone strives for. The footage was so good
I don't know
that
what I'm
some
looking
YouTube
at.
commenters started claiming it was fake. Make no mistake though, YouTube comments mean nothing.
Ooh, and he loved it. He saw that shit. LMAO, not fake, by the way. Oh, no. He knew. Why did he pin it? Because if you have a guilty conscience, this is like returning to the scene of the crime. If you have a guilty conscience, that's going to be the first thing that you pay attention to. You know? You draw attention to it to stop other people from doing it. Plus, this gets other people to reply to it. If you're a content creator, this is the oldest trick in the book, bro. Hey, everybody, look at this asshole. Look at this dumb piece of shit. Get him, fellas. 145 replies. It's like a quote retweet. Get him, boys. Yeah.
Speedrunners get these kinds of comments every day. But Shimmy's montage in August of 2022 was so good that it even raised
like
the
the
eyebrows of a fellow
kind of.
teammate named Taku. Taku was also an incredible freestyler in their own right,
Oh,
who had
thank
even
you, Gunner.
competed in live freestyle
Gunner TV
tournaments.
Live for the
Taku
raid.
isn't just some
We're watching
random YouTube
we're watching a movie about a cheater in Rocket League. Ooh, I hate cheaters. Ooh, I hate that. Unless it looks cool. Oh my god.
commenter. They are legit, and they noticed something interesting about a shot in Shimmy's latest
Oh,
montage.
no, analyze.
So they reached out to Shimmy and asked for the replay file so they could get a good look at it. Shimmy initially delayed, which is not a big deal in of itself. It does happen. Maybe he really was cooking up a 4-course cuisine, and it really did take 1.5 hours to make food. But eventually, he sent the replay, and it crashed Taku's game. They couldn't watch it or even open it. Shimmy couldn't explain it. It was working fine when he made his montage, but now it's just not working.
By the way, that's the best way to get more time on your assignment. It's a based option. If you guys go to college, little trick for you, okay? You guys ready? I did this in college. If you need another day on a college assignment or something, so you send like a Word doc, although this might not work with or if everybody uses Google stuff now. Ooh, that's tough. Maybe not. That's a based option learned in high school. Yeah, I don't know if it still works anymore because everything goes on Google. This might be an old thing. But what you would do is you would take like you have a doc file, right? Or you have, okay, I'm not sorry. Okay, here's what you do, okay? You have an assignment about, I don't know, European history, okay? Something about European history. And the date comes that you need to turn it in. You take like an MP3 file or some other thing, I don't know, some kind of file on your desktop, rename it to that, and make it .doc. You turn it into a Word doc. And so it looks like a Word doc, and when they get it, it looks like nonsense. Or they can't open it. I think it just opens as code. And they say, oh, I don't know what happened. And because the professor's probably old, you're like, oh, it glitched. Here's the real file. And you stay up all night to make the real file. It's so easy. Now, you have to hope that they don't change .doc to .mp3 or whatever it is. Because your professor's going to open up your European history doc, change it to MP3, and just... It's so stupid. Why is this the first song that comes into my head? I don't know. Oh, damn. Shook Ones is in recommended? Oh, shit.
At this point, Taku's ears perked up, and they became genuinely suspicious.
That
so
trick
what had
works.
Taku
I don't know
seen
if
in
it
this
still
clip
works.
that made them want to see?
Dude, how do they stop plagiarism now? They're probably like crazy means to stop plagiarism. Right? They don't. How do you stop AI generated stuff? Too. They have AI to detect it. So is college just AI creating essays and AI sniffing out created essays? Do they just go back and forth? That's what college is now. Really? That rules. That's the AI wars, actually, yeah. That's amazing. Just two robots yelling at each other. You faked that! No, I didn't. I wrote that myself. This is what MGS was about. Yeah. Solidus tried to warn us about this.
See the replay. Well, the problem is that for
That's
several
amazing.
frames before the goal is scored, you could see the wide open net, but the ball was nowhere to be found.
Hold on. I wonder if the site that I made my thing on... Hold on. Where do I put this? Pay girls to play video games. I know that sounds weird. Okay. So when I was in college, I majored in media and comms, which is a fake major. And my final assignment, I forget what it was called, but it was a site like this where you pay girls to play video games with you. And I had some kind of argument that this is an extension of the arcade experience. But yeah, you could just like League of Legends, let me find an ePal. And you pay X amount of dollars for a game. And you pay more if you flirt with them. You could have a flirty environment or a not flirty environment, or have, just friends, or a voice call or not voice call. Yeah, it's very sad. And I did my assignment on this, and I got an A. I don't remember what site I did. I can't believe this is still real. Man, that's sad. Is this what you boosted for? Kind of. I boosted a guy that really liked a bunch of girls, and I boosted accounts through him. The guy was like, hey, this girl would really like it if she could hit diamond, but I can't get to diamond. Can you get her to diamond? I'm like, I'm your guy. Ari only? No problem. Might take me double the time, though. I'm not an Ari player. How about bumping that up a couple hundo? Thanks. I made more money in League than I ever did in Smash. It was crazy. That's kind of sad. Oh, it's very sad. But if I didn't do it, somebody was gonna, Who'd you play? TF and Jace. If I wanted to win, I'd play TF and Jace. And then one meta character, whoever was good at the time. Not the Flash Key story. That was with a viewer's account. A longtime viewer of the stream. He doesn't watch much anymore. But he used to watch a lot more. And I just wanted to get him to gold. And he's the only time I've ever gotten banned. It was funny.
Shimmy was using a lot of blur in post-production, but still, you can clearly see that there is no ball entering the net. And when Shimmy couldn't even provide a functioning replay, this was a huge...
Was it Congo? No, but where is Congo? Congo used to be my strongest soldier. If you looked at any of those chat records, Congo Jack was like my #1 chatter. I don't know where he went. We miss you, Congo, wherever you are. I think Jack Mickey is still around. I think I know he's been here. I'm pretty sure. No, Jack Mickey is still here. He's hiding though. I know where he is. I think Jack Mickey doesn't want to be like known or like a celebrity in chat, He has a different name now. I think I know who he is. He's been in here before.
Red flag.
What?
One time I paid for Nicole to boost me in Overwatch 1 and she just sent me nudes and I was pissed.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty good.
So Taku began digging, and they also reached out to the leader of their team, Nitro Drift, and after a 2-week investigation, what they uncovered was astonishing.
Uh-oh!
Shimmy had been faking almost everything.
Shimmy.
He had been directly altering the code of replays to show things that simply never happened.
Altering the code of replays?
Taku and Nitro Drift created an entire Discord server outlining their findings, and there were a lot of smoking guns. Even without delving into the hidden values of the game, just visually, things weren't right. For example, when you score, if you're close enough to the net, you get pushed back by the explosion.
Yeah.
The direction you get pushed back is based on your car's placement relative to where the ball hits the goal.
Sure.
It's pretty straightforward. But in many Shimmy clips, he would get knocked back in weird directions that didn't make sense. This is because the replays in Rocket League save positions, and they don't recreate physics. And what Shimmy was doing is altering the ball's position to increase its speed and change its trajectory, so it went faster and placed higher into the net.
Okay.
Basically, he just made it look better than it did in real life. But then, he didn't alter the car's position during the knockback, so it wasn't consistent with the goal.
So dude is just like a director.
What's funny, though, is that when confronted about this, Shimmy tried to cover it up. when asked for a particular replay
This is
due to
kinda
the weird
nice.
knockback, what he sent was very strange. In the replay Shimmy
guy's
provided,
an
the car
auteur.
seemed to change direction during the knockback, which just doesn't happen. However, Shimmy was in a difficult position because he had already shown the clip in his montage, which contained some of the knockback. So if he altered what was already shown, it would give the game away.
That's
so
the
he kept
Shimmy
that
Shuffle.
portion the same, but the knockback
That's why they
after
call
the
him
footage
Shimmy,
ended,
bro.
he altered to change its direction.
He
It makes
sent
no
an
logical
MP3.
sense, but Shimmy was scrambling to find a solution to this insurmountable problem.
Oh, that's tough.
One thing that's great about using fancy camera work and not looking at the ball is that you can do whatever you like with the ball and no one would know. Unless, of course, they had the replay. In this clip, Shimmy performs
Where
an
the ball
amazing
at?
double tap off the back wall, and you don't really see where the ball goes. In
Right.
fact, in the frame or two before the explosion happens, you do see the net where the ball should be, but again, the ball is nowhere to be seen. Once again, Shimmy was asked for the replay, which, after a small delay, he provided. But unbeknownst to Shimmy,
Oh
this
no, the
was
ads
a
played. I forgot. Oh my god, I just saw it. Sorry. I gotta stop doing that. I'm missing out on so many CTAs.
ruse. For you see, through
That's
a
so
mutual
tough.
friend whom Shimmy had given the replay to months ago, they had already acquired their own copy. This was just a test to see if he would scramble to
I'm
make it
very
more
bad at this streaming thing. man. I
believable
always
now
forget.
that they were asking him directly for the replay. In the secretly acquired replay, using a third-person perspective, the ball trajectory was very strange. It sped up, slowed down, and sped up again,
Not
and
normally.
randomly zipped
Okay.
away from the goal before the explosion occurred. I guess Shimmy didn't want you to see where the ball really was, so he just made it zip out of sight and didn't think anyone would notice because it all happened so quickly. But in the newly acquired replay that Shimmy did provide after being asked, the ball trajectory now looked much more realistic.
Okay.
And now you could actually see the ball before the goal is scored. It was where it was supposed to be. Shimmy had once again scrambled
This
to make
is-
the replay more believable before sending it.
Yeah, this is so intricate for car soccer.
There were many more visual inconsistencies, but at the end of the day, that's all they were. And while they are definitely proof
I
enough
can't
to
believe you
convict
can't
Shimmy
get
of
away with
altering
this in
replays,
small
the
niche
killing
communities.
blow
Like niche within a niche, right? Like it's already a small community. This is small within a small community. Just say you're cheating, man. You already got found. No, you can't do that. You're getting paid for this. You're living the dream. This isn't that niche. I'm not saying, like, Rocket League is already kind of niche. Freestyling in Rocket League has got to be niche. Right?
came with accessing the game's hidden values. For this, Taku and Nitro enlisted the help of the modder Martin N, who built a tool that could show the ball's speed.
no.
Normally when a ball is struck, it will slow down
Send me
in the
all of
air
the
due to
suspicious
friction.
replays.
And this is how
He's
the
the
ball
cleaner.
normally behaves in Shimmy's
Wrap
replays.
it up.
However, when he would make the final shot at goal, the speed of the ball would peak and remain constant until hitting the net. This is literally impossible, and isn't how the game works at all.
That
This
is
was
not
hard
normally.
proof that
Okay.
Shimmy was altering the data and inputting the ball speed each frame to make it go faster than it otherwise would. After their investigation, Taku and Nitro released all of their findings on August 28, 2022,
That's gotta
and
hurt.
removed Shimmy from the Red Shift team. And one day later, Shimmy confessed. Ultimately,
I've been faking clips for over a year, and at the beginning I found it really cool because there's so much I can do. Oh, man. Shimmy. So what happens here?
Shimmy had been
You don't, it's not like you're not sent to the gallows, right? It's just...
cheating in a way never seen before.
What do you-
Shimmy
you
was
don't
a
go to
programmer
jail, you
who was
know?
able to get inside the game's code and change specific
You just get
values.
kicked out of a
Essentially,
community?
he could
Like-
make whatever he wanted to happen. And if he took more time and care with his work, there might not have been any
Rebrand
way
and
to
start over?
detect what he had
Yeah,
done.
but, like, if you've
Shimmy
been a
even faked the
personality,
fact that he was playing
like a
against
face
real
or a
people.
name, you know?
In many clips, he would play against himself and then edit the code to make it look like he was versing people online. People try to fake freestyle clips all the time, but Shimmy is the first case where someone was able to
Shimmy.
really fool the community for a really long time. It's situations like this that birth better detection methods, and now players have a much better idea about what to look for when they spot something that isn't quite right.
Something not normally, yeah. I feel like I see that happen in Smash a lot, where like I'll see a clip or something or a combo, and I'm like, you didn't set that up. You told that guy to jump behind you and then not do anything. I feel like that happens all the time in Smash, but you can't really like DI in, right? You can't, people DIing in on Roy or something. You can't really be mad at that, you know? Roll twice, yeah, I don't know.
What's funny is that while this situation is novel and new to Rocket
that
League,
stuff does
it's been
happen,
happening in
right?
speedrunning for decades. The unfortunate truth is that if someone is allowed to make attempts out of sight and then simply produce the video footage or replay later, someone is going to try to fake it. It's only a small minority of people, but it's still almost a certainty.
It is weird how if you put money on anything, not even money, if you put any amount of competition on anything, people will cheat. Isn't that weird? Fame? I guess, but like, it's the perception of fame. Like people cheating in Mafia at Summit and stuff. Like, why? There's no money. I guess you might be seen as a little bit smarter to a very small community, right? Like, it's weird. Social capital is value to people. Yeah, I know. It just, I think my issue is like, you could just as easily go the other way with social capital, right? Like if you're dumb as shit in Mafia, that's funny and you could work with it. You can find an angle on anything. Being the smart guy is like valuable, I guess, but I think it's the perception of being good or smart more than fame or money. Yeah. I guess so. Summit Mafia has gone downhill. I mean, I just don't play anymore. It's just not as fun. I don't know. Bro, I got a Simply video in here that I've been wanting to watch forever. Because Simply's my fucking dog, so I'm going to steal his content. out of a show of affection. Mario 64 speedrunning's weirdest tradition. Look at this thumbnail. Run slower? No salty bet tonight. It's dead. There's a tournament happening. We're stuck. Let me see. Hold on. Run slower? Sprite Club is back to normal? Oh, shit. Really? Hold on. Let me see how those go. Exhibitions for like 10 minutes? Let me see. Can we watch the Pokemon Ragequit video? Is it worth 8 minutes? I've been sitting on that one for a while. I feel like it's not worth 8 minutes. It's great. What is this? My hand is burning red versus THMA. Oh, it's a Gundam. Oh, these are the exhibitions. 23 exhibitions left? All right, once the exhibitions are out, or just a bit. It's like 3? Wait, so 3 and then what, 20 matches? It's 10 minutes. All right, bro, let me watch this Pokemon video. We'll put Simply away again.
Doesn't
What's
begin
going
to
on with
describe
this
my
stupid movie?
Unfortunate.
This
The
better
guy
be
who
good.
got busted cheating at the Donkey Kong World recurred by stitching different emulated runs together to
I
look
did
like
hear
one
about
run
that. I
got
saw
caught
that, I
because
think.
the guy who made the emulator he used helped co-sponsor the 48-page XI paper accusing him of using it.
Wait. The guy who got busted cheating at Donkey Kong World Record by switching different... That's Billy Mitchell, right? Got caught because the guy who made the emulator he used helped co-sponsor the 48 CSI paper accusing him of using... I'm confused. Whatever, got his ass. All I heard is that Billy Mitchell is a piece of shit, and I've heard that a lot.
Doesn't begin to describe my series.
I heard people don't like Billy
This
Mitchell.
game rewards blind luck and nothing else. I am beyond convinced at this point. After getting completely tooled by scheduling with my opponent,
Oh no, now he's gonna sue you?
On me last minute and refusing to provide
Allegedly.
confirmation prior to the day
Allegedly.
of the match as to playtimes.
Allegedly.
Losing this way somehow felt even worse than I had thought possible.
Come on.
My preparation was superior. My play was superior. And I lost. So I don't see a reason to continue engaging in an activity where what is within my control is overwhelmingly outweighed by what is not. I am done with competitive Pokemon, and you won't get a fond farewell. This community is infected to its roots with a degenerative disease
This poor guy,
that grows
man.
stronger over time, but stops short of killing its host. Tournaments used to have a competitive spirit at their heart.
This
has
poor
been transplanted and replaced with an artificial organ that feeds on vitriol and mockery from insecure little boys that heckle by the sidelines and tear each other to shreds over scraps of attention.
I was in that chat.
The environment we fostered
You were there!
has trapped
You
us
were there!
all like this in a vicious cycle, and escaping it requires acceptance of the harshest reality we all scramble to explain away. That none of the countless straining efforts we put ourselves through here
I've
will
never
ever
played
amount
Pokemon.
to one
None of this
single
makes sense to
shining
me.
glimmer of significance.
Blunders
I would
there?
make
I
this
have
the
no
end.
idea what I'm
The
looking
World
at.
Cup is still ongoing, and I would never leave so many great friends out to dry, so I'll suffer through a few more games for them. One last thing before I leave you all to react with disdain, ridicule, and self-righteous fervor. Before you do everything in your power to minimize my words and thoughts, box them up and shove them behind some cobweb corner of your memory, and hope they disappear forever as a stain on your finite time ground to dust. From this moment on, nothing you say matters to me. The foulest insults you hurl with intent to wound will calmly
What's
settle
the
at
context
earth
for this? We're about to find out.
for my feet, and the venom you spit will bring all the pain of a warm summer breeze.
Basically, this guy lost really bad in Pokemon, and he wrote a manifesto.
You are less than anything you can conceive.
We saw this
While
already?
I carry
No,
on,
we've seen the
brimming
speech.
with joy distilled
But
from
we don't know what happened.
That was the monologue and rage quit of Lavos, one of the all-time greats of the game. If you want more tournament content, make sure to subscribe. But Prime Lavos,
bro, come on,
was one of the best players ever, and 2019 was the prime of Prime Lavos. Earlier,
Coney moment. That's it. It's too late to Robotnik. Mod, somebody else get him. You be Robotnik. Mod, get that guy. Somebody else go do it. I don't want to do it. Thank you. E. Compton is Robotnik now.
in the year, in Smogon's most elite tournament, Smogon Premier League, a tournament where you play on a team with each player playing one tier, Lavos pulled off the best record ever, a 12-1 stat line playing mainly the Generation 2 tier. This wasn't a stat-padded 12-1. He was playing the best players week after week and getting huge wins and was leading his team to the playoffs.
Okay.
Then, in the playoffs, he won his semifinals game, and then won the semifinals tiebreaker too, flexing into a tier he had never played all.
What the fuck? That thing's strong? The little baby frog? That's a good Pokemon? Alright.
Season, Generation 5. The tiebreaker is a best of 3 where the top 3 players of each team compete if their teams end up in a tie.
Okay.
Then, even further, he won his game in the finals, and then in the finals tiebreaker, he won a 293 turn game to win the championship. In the best single season performance ever, he essentially won the MVP, won the championship, and then won the finals MVP too.
What?
The context of 2019 Lavos makes this story all the more interesting. After the Premier League, the next tournaments for the year were Smogon's World Cup of Pokemon, where he played for US West, and Smogon Classic, the tournament that only has Gens 1 through 5 and is meant to find the best All Gens player.
Okay.
Both of these tournaments ran with some overlap. The Smogon Classic is a tournament worth winning, and it's a feather in the cap of any player because it shows your mastery of the older generations.
Is there any money on the line here? Talking any money here? Yeah. LMAO, no. Like 50 bucks. Prize pool. I used to drive 6 hours to win, you know, maybe third place money in North Carolina, which is like, I don't know, 20% of a $300 pot, $60. I get it.
The Classic starts with 5 cups from Gens 1 through 5, where you get points for winning in each cup, and the top point scorers qualify for
Big Nintendo would step in. Bro, that fucking... You guys see those HBox tweets where it's like, if there was like a pay-per-view Smash tournament? Dude. No. That C&D would come expeditiously. Could you imagine? Bro, Doug Bowser would hit the C&D like that night. The second that shit pops. That's crazy. That's horrifying.
16-person playoff bracket.
But I don't necessarily think the idea is terrible. Like, obviously, for the realities of it, right? Of, like, having Nintendo around. But I think the idea, like, in a vacuum is fine. But, oh, God. Good intentions, poor execution. I mean, like, everybody's wondering how you get infrastructure to make more money. And the answer is always sponsors. And it's like, well, how do you get sponsors? And the answer is like, well, Nintendo has to buy in. Well, how do you get Nintendo to buy in? Well, you gotta make some concessions. And then and then the concessions aren't always palatable. And then some people are willing to bend more than others. And then Nintendo does some fuck shit. And you're like, hey, why'd you do that? You didn't have to do that. We had a thing. Depressed.
Lavos
made myself sad.
Continued his dominance of the Gen 2 tier, winning the Gen 2 Cup and getting enough points in other cups to qualify for playoffs as the #1 overall seed.
Why you had to do the fuck shit, man?
The playoffs are a best of 5 with all 5 tiers, and Lavos showed no signs of stopping.
We had
He
sponsors.
swept the 16 seed in 3 games and then swept the 8 seed in 3 games too. That set up the now infamous clash versus McMagan, the #5 seed. McMagan was also one of the top players of Smogon, and he won the Gen 3 Cup.
I've already solved this problem and pitched it to MVD 2 years ago. Didn't have time to work on the idea after moving to San Francisco. Are you sure? Because Smashers have been banging their head against this problem for decades. Now we have Ludwig and that's it. Yeah, you just have a millionaire and you're like, please, pay me. Ludwig, help, please. Save me.
To lock in the #5 seed. Lavos won the 5 tiers.
Ludwig, help. This is the entire Smash community right there. This is literally everybody in Smash. Please. Ludwig, pay me. Please. Send some of that YouTube money my way. Help. Save us. Oh. Fund our endeavors.
And Lavos showed no signs of stopping. He
Okay,
swept the
so
best
he was
other
winning. He was
Domward
winning
from
a
Gens
lot.
1
Okay.
through 5,
Yeah.
where you get points for winning in each cup, and the top point scorers qualify for a 16-person playoff bracket. Lavos continued his dominance of the Gen 2 tier, winning the Gen 2 Cup, and getting enough points in other cups to qualify for playoffs as the #1 overall seed.
Okay.
The playoffs are a best of 5 with all 5 tiers, and Lavos showed no signs of stopping. He swept the 16 seed in 3 games and then swept the 8 seed in 3 games too. That set up the now infamous clash versus McMagan, the #5 seed. McMagan was also one of the top players of Smogon, and he won the Gen 3 Cup to lock in the #5 seed. Lavos won Game 1 in Generation 2, and then in Game 2 he won again, but this time in Generation 3. He took the Gen 3 game from the Gen 3 champion. He now had a 2-0 lead in the best of 5. In Game 3 in Generation 1, he did 2.
I've never seen that attack, sorry.
2-0 lead in the best of 5.
Yeah.
In Game 3 in Generation...
Wait, so do people specialize in different games? Or like, I mean, I guess that makes sense, but that's crazy to me. They're like different metas. Okay. Huh. I don't know. That's kind of weird to me because I feel like it wouldn't be that different, but I guess there's so much level of like specialization. Different gens and formats. Really? The mechanics are insanely different. Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Huh. Weird.
Generation 1, he didn't get completely robbed.
That's too
but he
complicated, dude. I don't know how people keep this shit straight, man. I can't even remember 900 Pokemon, let alone all this bullshit.
did get unlucky and lost the game. Then, he lost in Game 4 in Gen 5. He used a triple Dragon plus Magnezone core. Drag Mag, as it's called, is a popular team structure in Generation 5 because there's no Fairy type. There's a lot of powerful dragons in Gen 5, and with Magnezone's Magnet Pull to remove Steel types, it's a very threatening playstyle. But here, it couldn't get the job done versus McMagan's Rain team. All of a sudden, it was Game 5 in Generation 4, DPP. Lavos leads with Heatran and McMagan leads with Gyarados. Gyarados is an anti-lead. In Gen 4, most leads try to go for Stealth Rock or Spikes because of how powerful hazards are. An anti-lead is when you pick something that goes for a kill straight away. You start off immediately more threatening, but the trade-off is that you have to get Stealth Rock up later instead of immediately.
Okay.
The anti-lead pays off here with to get Stealth Rock up later instead of immediately.
Stealth Rock does pointed stones that fly in the air around your team. Okay.
The anti
Coney, this whole video, I'm actually, I have no idea what the fuck I'm listening to. Makes it so you take damage when you switch. Okay. Please pivot, bro. I'm resident sleeper. There's only a couple more minutes. I'm there with you though. This is some nerd shit. I'm like,
lead pays off here with Gyarados having
I'm
the
actually
type advantage
hung.
versus Stealth Rock Heatran. Dragon Dance Gyarados is threatening enough to make Lavos want to switch out.
okay.
He first goes to his own Gyarados to get off an Intimidate, and then goes to Jirachi. But his Jirachi has Thunder Punch specifically for Gyarados.
Okay.
Gyarados uses Waterfall, but then it flinches the Jirachi. He goes back to his own Gyarados and tries to use his own Dragon Dance to win. But McMagan has the right moves and has Stone Edge to knock out Lavos' Gyarados.
What's Stone Edge?
Breloom comes in next with Spore, but Gyarados not only has a Lumberry, but also has the move Taunt, and is able to force another KO with a little help of another Waterfall Flinch.
He's just making shit up!
Lavos' last-ditch effort is to go back to Heatran with Focus Sash and Explosion. Explosion in the older generations is extremely powerful because it has a hidden mechanic where it has the defense stat of the opponent.
We're adding new hidden mechanics? What the fuck? There are new mechanics I could... That means that even if I wanted to understand all of this, and I read all of it in a book, there'd still be hidden shit I didn't know.
Without the Intimidate from turn 1, Explosion can knock out.
Coney, boot up Showdown? I want to play Showdown right now. It's just Calvin Ball. Yeah, they're just making shit up. He put the Gyarados to sleep, but actually the Gyarados had a berry in its pocket, and the berry woke him up because of the fragrance. And then he woke up and he did a little dance and he got stronger, and then he hit the water guy.
The Gyarados. But then,
what?
Disaster. Gyarados flinches Heatran 2 and it's all over.
What is the flinches? What's going on there? 2 20% rolls. So there is a 20% chance to flinch? Okay.
Nothing else can take on the Dragon Dance Gyarados anymore, and he forfeits. From 2 3-0 sweeps earlier and a 2-0 lead here, his Smogon Classic run ends in the semifinals, and it sparks arguably the greatest monologue in the history of monologues. McMagan would go on to win the finals too and get the coveted Smogon Classic trophy. Lavos would get banned from the site for other issues related to toxicity.
Other issues?
The Ragequit was more of an epitome of his growing attitude towards the game and the community.
I mean,
But
yeah.
there was still one more tournament going on at the time, the World Cup of Pokemon. Lavos and US West had just won the World Cup semifinals versus Germany, and were now set up for a finals showdown versus Brazil.
Teams?
Lavos himself could not play because of the ban, but thanks to his team-building advice, he helped US West to a World Cup victory to close out 2019.
Good.
Although he himself was not technically part of the team anymore.
Congrats, Lavos.
Not much is known of Lavos
Big
today.
W.
From what I could find, he's cut off all contact. The last he's been seen was when he was apparently a top 5 US Hearthstone player before vanishing from that too.
Oh.
Seemingly content to be off the radar.
Huh. Neat, I guess. All right. I'm still a little lost. But, you know, I'm happy I now know that. He just lost to bad luck and said, I'm done. I mean, like, you know, if you're mad at other elements of a community, then that probably makes sense, right? Because the other stuff is going to spill over. That was boring as fuck. Well, it wasn't the best thing I've seen, but, you know, it's fine. It's 10:48. I don't know if we're going to do Sprite Club or Salty Bet tonight. I think we wait. It's late. I think we got bad luck. It's late. But I will watch Top 10 Real Goblins Caught on Tape and Spotted Real. People told me to watch this. I don't know. I don't know why I would. I don't know why I'm watching this. But it's been asked for. What?
There are so many better stories not about mechanics. Several personal friends joined Smogon in the 90s and are still around.
What?
One guy has written multiple books about how he hasn't gotten over getting banned in 2005.
Oh my god. Okay. Holy shit. Fucking, there's Smash Sunday, so it gets delayed even more. Hell yeah. Well, I might do Smash Sunday. It depends on when Big Moves happens. Depends on what part of the day. Because I think Big Moves is Ultimate only. So it's not one of those Melee and Ultimate days. So maybe. Big Moves is going all day. We'll see. Maybe. We'll do it soon, okay? You've made it 6 months. I think it was 3 months since the last Salty Bet. You can make it 3 more. Let me figure out what the fuck is going on with the goblins.
What is goblins? Goblin is a monstrous creature first attested from the Middle Ages. They are ascribed various and conflicting abilities, temperaments, and appearances depending on the story and country of origin.
Wait, is this real? Huh?
They are almost always small and grotesque,
That's a person.
mischievous, or outright
That's
evil,
a goblin.
and greedy, especially for gold and jewelry.
Hate
They
that.
often have magical abilities similar to a fairy or demon.
Uh-huh.
Here are top 10 real goblins caught on camera.
That's a person.
10 goblins caught on tape and spotted in real life.
Okay, that
10
actually might have been a
goblins caught on tape
goblin.
and spotted
That might be a goblin right there.
in real life.
I don't know what else that could have been. Okay.
Tree Goblin. In this video, goblin sighting clip was posted in 2016. In this mystery video clip shot at an undisclosed location, an eyewitness ventures into the woods
I
to
kinda
find a
see it,
possible
yeah.
goblin figure in a large hole of the tree trunk. The figure appears to be motionless in the first moment shot, but in the second it appears to be using a wooden cane. Many commenters responded with skepticism, claiming that the video is fake, but others claim to see the possible goblin.
I think I see it, right? Eye, nose, mouth. I don't really see a cane. It looks more to me like a sock puppet or like a claymation thing. I don't know if that's a goblin.
What do you think about this video?
I don't know if Tree Goblin is a goblin. Might not be a goblin. Inconclusive. Next, please. Next. I can't, the footage isn't good at, oh, no, now I see it. Okay, that's a goblin. I didn't know that it looked like that. Yeah, I see it.
Goblin
You
in
zoom
house.
in like that. That's
In
a
this
child.
creepy footage, purports to show the moment a tiny goblin emerged from thin air and ran through a kitchen alongside a toddler.
Oh, I
the
saw that
disturbing
one.
content was
I
filmed
saw
in
that one.
Argentina and initially shows
Now
the
that
youngster
was a
talking to
goblin.
himself. and playing on the floor.
That was
Suddenly
definitely
a little
goblin.
figure appears behind the young boy named Benjamin and runs quickly towards one of the counters.
I definitely saw that goblin. Did you guys see it?
Before
Watch
escaping
this.
into the garden.
If you missed it, watch his head. He goes into the garden.
The video
Watch
maker
this.
Sylvia said, the spooky creature left behind a nauseating smell and of course some terrifying footage on her
It
camera.
might have been the baby.
This viral video,
Maybe the baby
which has
pooped.
racked up hundreds of thousands of views, and as many skeptics.
Yeah, that looked like a goblin to me. Hold on. Let's one more time, just to be sure. Could you, like, circle the goblin, just so I make sure that I see him the whole time? If you could just, like, take a picture of it while it's running. That'd be really helpful.
Goblin caught in ground.
I really thought he would. I haven't... I can't believe he didn't. Yeah, that's a goblin. And you can't say it's fake because he is a shadow. If it was fake, he wouldn't have a shadow.
Goblin caught in ground. A group of children have been left too terrified to play football after they believe they spotted a goblin on their pitch.
That's really
Eerie
sad.
footage filmed by one of the youngsters shows the group running happily around the pitch after the ball until the filmer suddenly spots
Where's
what
the
appears
goblin?
to be a mysterious figure at the side. The small
Honestly, if I saw that damn thing in my living room, I'd stomp on it until it was a small brown stain.
Excellent use of the chills voice.
dark shape crawls slowly forwards.
I don't think
Moments
that's a
later,
go-
the
I
boy
think that's
begins
an
screaming at
alligator.
the top of his lungs, and he and his pals run madly away from the creature in a desperate bid to escape. This footage was released in February 2017.
I think that's an
What do you think
alligator.
about this video? Is it goblin or not?
Not goblin. Not goblin on that one. That's a gator. I think. You look at the way it's like sauntering. That's a gator. Not goblin. Not goblin. No, not goblin. No goblin. Not this time.
Goblin in room. In the video, two
What
boys are
the
playing with a
fuck?
football when suddenly a mysterious small creature, too upright and
Now
skinny
that's
to
a
be
goblin.
a cat or a dog, runs through the doorway, immediately frightening the
That's
young
a
boy.
goblin
The image
right
is
there.
so
Look,
fleeting
look, there he
that
goes.
no positive identification can
That
be made
actually might be a leprechaun.
as to whether a real-life goblin has infested the boys' playroom.
I think that
yes,
might
it
be a
exactly looked
gnome.
like goblin.
No, that's a gnome. Yeah. Goblins are bigger. 100% goblin? That's not a goblin. He's little. He is on a little red hat, too, I think. Some kind of pointed hat. That's a gnome. Yeah, that's a gnome. not a
Goblin
goblin.
behind the wall. In this video, two children were standing backside of the house at the end of
childrens?
the garden. They suddenly saw a strange creature behind the wall. They go to see that what is a strange figure appears to be wall and then hidden. They were frightened to see that.
What
When they
happened?
decided to be closely seen, that mysterious small brown-clad creature is found quickly scurrying behind a wall.
That could have
They
been
were
anything.
shocked to see that figure looked like a goblin. Yes, it's a goblin-like creature captured in this video.
Is it? I don't know if... I'm gonna guess it's a rat. Show it. What? Was that it? This? That might be a butterfly. What? Back more? What, this? That's not a goblin. That's a cat! That's a possum, actually. Look at the ear. That's not a goblin. Well, I do kind of see it. Yeah. Okay. When you put it like this, it looks like a marionette. This looks like a little action figure. This is a Toy Story moment.
Goblin beside the tree. In this video, a woman Mary Sampras in 2016 videographer is filming a woman pointing a camera back at him or her. Always a neat trick. But the attempt at a clever feedback loop of camera on camera is soon forgotten, as a mysterious small red-clad creature
Narration
is
is
found
killing
quickly
me.
scurrying behind a tree. Moments later, what may be a goblin or a gnome is seen potentially camouflaging itself in the tall weeds and foliage, imitating plant life in predator-like fashion, but with its humanoid shape still visible. What you say about this video?
That's a movie. What the fuck? You can't just
Goblin
show
or
me you can't just show a movie. That's a clip from a movie.
Human-like
Not a
creature.
goblin.
In this video,
That's the
three guys
Predator.
were going on the country
Elf?
side road on bikes. They are
Sprite?
moving faster on bikes and suddenly a very strange and horrifying creature running fast towards them. They shock-led to see that and stop their bikes. And don't understand what they see. Creepily human-like creature. When they decided they follow the creepy creature and they reach that spot where the creature was hidden, they are searching bushes,
chase
and they
it!
do not find that creature.
Chase it!
Who looked like a goblin.
Yeah, it looked like a person, but hold on, he just ran out in the middle of the road. Oh. Okay, wait a minute. That might be a goblin. That actually might be a goblin. They're gonna go get that goblin. I hope they catch him.
Goblin or child. In another video, a bus station is the setting
There's no way a goblin would come out in broad daylight like this.
of mysterious incident that seems
This
to
is
alarm
a-
a female
this is a public
security
space.
guard. A portly woman is seen carrying what appears to be a child, but as a small humanoid turns to face the camera, its face is revealed to be horrifyingly as hen,
That's fucked up.
and colored a dark shade of green, with Spock-like pointy ears as a bonus. Is this parent carrying a real child? Is it some type of optical illusion? Or is this another worldly creature in the care of a Latin American bus traveler?
Was this on Halloween? Did we forget to mention this was on Halloween? Hideous. This poor kid. I can't even see the pointy ears. He's just an ugly baby. I don't think it's a goblin, man. Well, if I could get a better look.
Are goblin real?
I don't know.
In the video, a boy and his sister are playing with a football when suddenly a mysterious small creature, too upright and skinny to be a cat or a dog, runs through the doorway,
Now,
immediately
that might have been a
frightening the young
goblin.
boy. The
Or
image
a
is so fleeting
bipedal
that no positive
mouse.
identification can be made as to whether a real-life goblin has infested the
Maybe a Stuart Little. I can't. It certainly frightened him quite a
identification
bit.
can be made as to whether
they
a
always
real-life
scurry. I
goblin
wonder
has
why.
infested the children's playroom.
That looked like a goblin to me. I'll go with you on that. That actually might be a goblin. I actually think that's a goblin. Or a cat.
Goblin on the road. In the video, children were playing with a football on the road at night.
There's
They
no way I'm
suddenly
seeing
saw
this
something
goblin.
strange creature was running on the
It's
road.
so dark.
This mysterious small brownish-clad creature was running
Where?
and crossed the road. Children were searching that strange creature. They looked everywhere and could not find this goblin-like creature. Children put the stones in their hands and finding this creature, but they did not see again goblin on the road.
Okay, that actually, I didn't think I'd be able to see him, but he was there, plain as day.
Off the road, children were
There is goblins.
searching that strange creature.
That actually might be a goblin.
They looked everywhere and could not find this goblin-like creature. Children
They're so
put the
fast.
stones in their hands and finding this creature, but they did not see again
Why would a child run into the night? It's so dark. He was playing with friends. That's not a kid.
goblin on the road.
I like how the kids want to kill that goblin. Wouldn't you? What would you do if you saw a goblin for real? I'd probably want to catch it, right? It'd probably kill you. I feel like goblins are probably really strong. Like they don't like eat you, but they'll like snap your bones very quickly. I don't know what goblins' powers are. They're not magic, are they? They're mythical? Loot him for some coins? Can you... How much are gold coins? Like, if I went into a bank and gave them a gold coin, would that be, like, a lot of money? They're like monkeys. They just want to kill you for the sake of it. Yeah, like, rip off your lips and nose. Gold per ounce. Well, how big are the coins? Yeah. They're... goblins are usually evil, so death kill them. Yeah, but you don't kill it, because if you kill it, then you don't have evidence of it being, like, people are gonna say that you, like, it's not real. You have to have a real live goblin. What would you do? Name one good goblin. It's probably one of the Smurfs, right? Yoda? Dobby? Dobby isn't real. Dobby is an elf, too, yeah. I don't know many goblins. I don't know what goblins are there. Green Goblin, Herschel and the Hanukkah Goblins, Princess and the Goblin. Oh, Puck! Puck is nice, I think. He delights in pranks. Harry Osborn? I don't know that many goblins. There are not that many goblins in popular culture. That's kind of crazy to me. It's Jareth the Goblin King. Oh, shit. I forgot about him. All right. Yeah, Jareth the Goblin King. Not a good guy, though. Not a good guy. Not a good dude. Goblin There aren't that many goblins, actually, in popular culture. I'm actually kind of shocked. I thought there'd be more goblins. Huh. Are there really no good goblins? Good goblin character. There's got to be a good... Are all goblins evil? Goblins tend to be annoying, mischievous, uncooperative, and obnoxious. Can goblins be good? A goblin wrote this, trying to fight against his nature. I don't know, actually. I guess there are no good goblins. Huh. I did not know that. Interesting. There he goes. Is that it? Oh my god. Hold on. What are the most popular movies? Most unbelievable and strange couple that prove love is blind. To longest body parts in the world. Top 10 strange and mysterious videos that cannot be explained. Can I keep going? Probably, right? It's on YouTube. It's all just... Oh my god. Top 10 angels caught on camera? Like from heaven? Top 60 most funny and cute baby elephant videos. Top 20 cute and funny baby elephant. This guy really loves elephants. That is not the same. That's the girl that played Matilda. That's not what she looks like now. Witches caught on camera? Huh? Is this AI generated? Hold on, this reminds me. What's been going on over here? Hardest degrees to learn. What if you could control time? How much can animals lift? Hold on. Gorilla versus bear. Dung beetle, hamster, parrot. Beaver, deer, wolf, 13-year-old boy, leopard, giant panda, kangaroo, giraffe. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. And there it is again, laid bare for all to see. We win again. Gorillas win again. Do gorillas have claws? Nope, gorillas have hands. I catch the claw. I use the thumb and catch the claw. What's the strongest? Anaconda? Damn, humans. Elephants. Okay. How to tell if a girl likes you. I'm not clicking on that. Unusual body abilities. Banned Christmas presents. Last words of famous people. Would you so stupid. Never break these laws. Getting punched by Mr. Beast at X miles per hour? What the fuck? Oh, the ads played. Whatever. This is stupid. I'm loopy. I'm going to look how low I am. This is how you know I have the flu. Thank you for 3,300. Please watch the punch one. Maybe next time. I'll be back Sunday. I'll be back on Sunday. I might stream tomorrow. Or the next day. Or the next day. Or I might not. You'll just have to be here to see. Goodbye.
How I love this pretty bed. Now I'll rest my weary head. Good night.